Hi, David. How you doing? Hey, guys. Welcome to the Goob podcast. We got Brother Ross, and we have David
How are
Dynamite
you?
D, David Mesquita
David,
online.
greetings.
Live long and prosper. We don't have any electricity or television, so we've actually never seen this Vulcan sign he just gave. Not really sure what that is, but if you could explain it,
I,
Dave.
I just I was trying to give you peace and props for the only way that I know. The fedoras are throwing me off a little bit, so that's the only way I know how to
These
speak
are
to terrestrials.
these are not fedoras. Our grandmothers made these.
Oh shoot! Wait, but yours is knitted. I believe it.
Mine's just salmon colored.
Oh, Ross, are you Irish by any chance?
My father is Irish.
Okay, I figured as much by the shape of the hat. So
Yeah, he made this when he was in grade school in Ireland.
right.
See, David, we've just been trying to insulate ourselves from criticism, and we thought long and hard, and we were like, we tried making fun of the fat chicks, and I got canceled. I lost my account for it. Ross has been canceled for it. He lost business for it, and we're like, all right, these chicks are online all day. That's the nexus. They're reporting you, going after you, starting whatever. Who isn't online all day? And it was obvious. We could rip on the Amish people. They don't even fucking care. They're never even online to begin with. And I mean, who's gonna stake for them? They're like super conservative, super religious, in shape white people. Absolutely nobody is going to bat for these people. They don't even literally insulated. We can rip on the Amish all we want. Doesn't even matter. I love the Amish.
They do have a lot of horsepower, so
They have,
They do.
honestly though,
um,
have you ever seen an out of shape Amish man? Absolutely fucking not. Shit brick houses.
And they still live in America.
Literally, they build a house every fucking day.
they
Raise
probably
a
have the
farm.
best food quality in the U.S. too.
Yeah, they probably don't get cancer or shit or nothing. Mike, my training partner, his whole family, they're not Amish, but they live like on a farm. They still do that type of thing. His grandmother's like in her 90s. His mom literally looks like his sister. And he's 50.
Where are you going with the mom piece?
I mean, she's an attractive woman, Mike. I respect your mother, but she's very attractive for, she's like 70 and literally looks like his sister. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? And he tells me how they live, and it's like on the farm, on the land, carrying the fucking buckets of I don't know what's in the buckets, but yeah. So Amish jokes are on the table. We can't get canceled for them. We're insulated, and that's
Do I need to
my.
introduce myself at some point?
You need to what?
Do I need to introduce myself at some point?
Yeah, and if you could, since it's our first guest, can you please state your pronouns too, just so
Yeah.
we're all inclusive and safe?
So I'm David E. Mesquita. My last name, the origin of the word is Spain. And
I thought it was like mosquito, like a mosquito.
well, when we're in America and we ignorant over here, so it could be
Mesquite.
D mosquito, because like the mosquito comes to mind first. I upgraded from when I started lifting in college. I went from mosquito in high school to skeeter in college. So
Like,
uh,
got a
Doing
skeeter,
lots of speed.
Peter, knock it off, knock it off. Nobody.
it was interesting times that we lived in.
Yeah.
It was before 2020.
Wow. So David is a bodybuilding coach. He's a savant of writing things that go strangely viral on Instagram. He's had Olympians. He's got tons of really crazy athletes. He loves to nerd out on topics, and he can actually get on camera and say hello and talk and not be really fucking weird about it. So we wanted to get him on today to bother him and talk about some shit. David, I kind of primed you on some of the topics yesterday, but I know one that you looked a little into was the Boston Pro. And I want to preface this before a promoter comes at me and shits down my throat. The Boston Pro has, if they deliver on everything that they say they're going to do, it's an amazing show. But it reeks of Fire Festival, which everybody here has seen Fire Festival.
David, have you seen Fire Festival?
Oh, it's actually pretty
What's
good.
Fire Festival? Run me Fire Festival.
Oh, I think it was 1942.
Shut the fuck up,
Adolf
Ross. All
Hitler.
right, never mind. Ross is never seen. He doesn't have electricity. I forgot he's Amish.
That's the only one I know of.
So Fire Festival was the first NFT ever. Do you guys know what NFTs are? It was the first NFT.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Think
Non-functioning.
about it. Think about what NFTs are. You give me money to hope that I do something, and you may never get your money back. But it's crypto, so it's okay.
Now, David, if something gets us canceled, it's going to be that statement right there. Not the Amish jokes. It's going to be the NFT people. They spend too much time online. Come on, we
I'm telling you though, NFTs are the future. But right now, what's going on and transpiring, I guarantee you, the FBI cracks down so hard onto it because there's Fire Festival people out there.
Well,
Like everyone's just trying to get rich.
and that's like,
So, do you want me to explain what Fire Festival is in like literally 2 lines?
go for it. Elevate.
Oh, that's really different.
Half a
All right,
line.
I got you. Scam.
It's a
One word.
scam. Yeah, it's a big fucking scam. They promised all this crazy shit, all these beautiful women, these tropical destinations. People got there. There's fucking like, there's no food, there's no water. You're sleeping in the fucking,
Running.
yeah, you're shitting outside. It's just not a fun thing. And the Boston Pro has this crazy marketing thing going on. I'm gonna pull up. I got some of it up, and I'll screen share in a little bit. But they're giving away a brand new Ford truck. They're giving away $10,000 to the winner, which is like pretty, beefy for a show that's not always super huge. Is it the first Boston?
Yeah.
So it's never happened before, and this is their first. So that's like it's a big amount of money to give away for a
We're
pro.
giving away a car to every winner, or what? Just the open men's?
No, I think it's open men's bodybuilding winner gets a truck, not a car, a truck, a Ford truck, and $10,000. And then on top of that, they have Haycon performing, and they have all this like, all these little like party things intermingled. If you go on the thing, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Let me screen share.
I'm actually pulling it up right now.
Oh, how are you?
I'm curious to see who the promoter is. That's what I'm really curious about. Usually they have. I feel like everything's been at the Sheridan lately, like almost every single competition.
Here we go. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just go straight to my favorite one. Like, this is like a weird piece of advertising. Like, this is how they're advertising that you can get 2 free tickets. It's like a scrolling cat. Like, I don't know. It's just like fucking.
I
Oh,
love that.
and I know you love your cats, but let's look down. We've got Akon. He's saying come to Boston Pro Show Fire Festival. We got fucking. You guys will never guess.
Those are all cameos, right?
Yes, like look how much money they spent on cameos. This is fucking Cheech and Chong, Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong, and he's saying
What cameos is.
cameo. It's like you pay $100-$200 to some celebrity, and they say, "Hey Ross, congratulations on your penis enlargement surgery. I'm so grateful that you made it out and that you didn't, have an aneurysm. Hopefully 4 inches does it for Elena." And
Yeah, the Island Boys are making a living off cameos right now.
yeah, and it's just so like. It's some crazy bullshit, but it's like it's not legitimate. It's just sort of like you're messing with your friends, but they're paying Tommy Chong from Cheech and Chong here to congratulate Andre Ferguson on going to the Boston Pro.
Where's the what's the word? Like how does that?
Yeah, like he's not going to be there, and it doesn't like
Cheech and Chong. When you see Cheech and Chong, you think of bodybuilding.
No. When you think of Wade Boggs from the Red Sox, here's the next one. Wade Boggs. It's a cameo. Wade Boggs saying congratulations to somebody for going to the Boston. It's just like it's weird.
It's kind of super random too.
Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric the Entertainer on here. They got fucked. I mean, they got. What'd you say?
Someone that's running the marketing team, and I'm curious to know who's running the marketing team.
Well,
because
that's next. I dug into it a little bit. Do you guys remember Mon Ethos?
No.
So Mon Ethos was they did honestly it was really great. They did one of the best live streams ever. It was a national contest, and they did all the winners, super great interviews, fucking killed it. Absolutely destroyed the promotion, made it really accessible. I think the live stream was free, or maybe it was $5 or $10. These are the guys that are putting it on, which is kind of strange that it's like this hokey because they absolutely killed it last time. Maybe we're being doubters and haters, but
We're talking about it.
We are talking about it.
yeah, I mean it's weird as fuck what we're talking about. But here, look, online posing challenge for $10,000. You can win $10,000 in the posing physique chat. What the fuck? I ain't said this to Josiah. That man never stops posing.
So, dude, I open up my phone and I get a posing notification. I swear.
A posing notification?
It's not even a normal notification anymore. It's just a posing notification.
Is that what happens when Josiah poses?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a posing notification by this point.
He's crushing it though. He was
Instagram activates their own marketing thing for him.
he was over my house today and he's showing me his like metrics on, and I don't know how the fuck he's doing it, but he's got, for one post, his reach on that post is like over 100,000 accounts. One fucking post. I don't know. He's like telling me, he's like, the caption's got to be right. And he's explaining like how he's doing the hashtag. I don't fucking get it. I'm 31 years old and I don't really understand Instagram that well.
Dude, I can go into a lot of stuff if you want to go down the social media marketing scams that we're seeing going on right now.
I'd rather kill myself probably, honestly.
I mean, it's not like scams, right? It's just like genuine organic engagement versus non. So there's the only way that I've seen people rapidly growing without getting flagged on the back end from Instagram is from either reels. A reel goes viral and then next thing you know, you keep hitting the Explorer page, or a picture goes viral and your next picture hits Explorer and then it keeps hitting Explorer because basically the one picture is put up on like an ad or something like that from a really popular company. You just happen to get lucky. That's one thing I've seen that's organic. Almost every other thing that's going viral right now that's not organic, that's not a reel, then it's usually paid for followers and comments and other things to funnel all this stuff into it. But what happens is you get immediate feedback, right? And you start growing really, really quickly and immediately flags it. It picks it up. So all these people that are trying to do these fake followers and these fake likes and stuff like that, it flags the account. So you literally will never have a valuable account. You're going to have X amount of 100,000 followers and it's all fake and you make no money off of it. And it's just, so that's what a lot of people are doing. I mean, shoot, you will still see some people that have a few 100,000 followers and they'll go from like a post before Thanksgiving and you'll see them having like 20,000 likes on it or something like that. The next post, you'll see at like 200 likes or 100 likes. These are paying for everything.
It's
a
super
lot of
weird.
these people are doing, not everyone, but a lot.
And a lot of them are like, I don't know, they're like the kind that were bullied in high school. Like you'd think they'd have come to terms with nobody caring who the fuck they were, but they're like, I'm gonna game this system and get, you got the platform and then they have nothing great to say. It's just like the same. I see accounts like that where it's like they got hot once. There's a guy, he's on TikTok or something, and his whole game is he has a diamond tester in this big fake chain, and all of his videos are him diamond testing the chain. That's his video, his dirty ass little house, over and over and over, posted over and over and over. It got big once, several million views, and now people watch this stupid shit for why? I don't know. Did he get anything out of it? Has he monetized it? No. The motherfucker's still in a trap house with a fake chain and a diamond tester on, some 13-year-olds on TikTok are sharing your shit, but they don't have any money. So that's
but they do get paid on TikTok. You get paid, but it's not well. It used to be. They just changed it up last year. And one of my friends is making a living off TikTok, literally a household income off of TikTok. They changed how they monetize and stuff like that, and it's not worth it anymore. Where those people that were on TikTok famous, which is kind of BS fame, honestly, are using it for a marketing tool to get off the platform to go onto like.
Honestly, I feel like a predator when I log into TikTok because I'm like, I don't know. It's just like, here's like these children. I don't want to look at this shit. I don't want to see fucking people dancing. Like, I don't know. It just seems like it's for children. It melts my brain.
You're Amish, so you can't.
Do you know what TikTok is like in China?
What's that?
It's all like math and science projects.
Really?
Accomplishment. And it gets shut off at 10 o'clock every night.
That's awesome. We need that shit. We need this shit. Just whip them back into shape. Show them some fucking
America, you can do whatever you want.
Arts and crafts. Yeah, do whatever you want. We see fucking idiots doing dumb shit on TikTok. I've never opened the thing and been like, man, I'm really glad I looked at that today. I'm always like, wow, I wasted 10 fucking minutes. I need to get out of this stupid shit and go. At least on Instagram, I'm not wasting my time. It's like marketing for my business, interacting with people, whatever. On TikTok, it's like pissing into the void. Like, I don't know what the fuck to post or,
Yeah.
Stupid as fuck. I don't know. Anyway, Instagram's my realm. I like Instagram way more. I feel like you don't need. I mean, my account's small. Nobody knows who the fuck I am. 2,000 people on mine right now. But that doesn't mean you don't have clients. It's just the quality of the people that follow you.
Honestly, the quality of people that follow you, though, like you kind of cut out a niche, and you have a really good following from what I've seen. Ross, I actually need to follow you, even though you're muted. To like kind of like look at stuff. Like
Oh,
I've heard of your name.
Ross. Wait. Ross has a gas issue, so that's why he's muting his mic today sometimes.
Well, the issue is when I got the penis enlargement surgery, they attached my anus to my urethra. So now I fart out of my pee hole, but it goes like this. It's like a.
Thanks, Ross.
I'm surprised it didn't affect the prostate. I thought that's where you're going with it, but
No, I went to. Where did I go for surgery again, John?
You went to Jamaica. They don't actually do that surgery there, which is kind of why they fucked it up. As you were saying, David. Sorry to cut you off.
I don't know where I was going with that. As soon as you said that, I kind of thought of like the meme dick butt back in the day.
Oh, Dick Butt was good. Dick Butt was good.
Oh, Ross lost. No, I was just saying, like, I've heard of Ross's name like years ago, and I don't think I ever like looked into you or anything like that. But I was coached by Matt Porter back in the day, and then John Meadows obviously after that. But it was like one who was with Matt Porter. I probably heard your name getting dropped. That was in probably 2016. I think.
Probably said he was probably like Ross Flanagan, that fucking annoying asshole. I blocked him.
I don't think it was from Matt. I just remember hearing your name around that time period.
No, the Ross effect is he gets blocked by people for trolling them, and then all of their friends follow him because they see the humor, and then they unblock him because they're like, "Oh fuck, actually he's kind of funny. I didn't realize it." They thought they were getting bullied, but he's just like trolling them.
It's good. It's good marketing.
Yeah, it's he's blocked
So
probably.
you need to get marketing strategies from him instead of buying fake followers and stuff like that.
No, bro, just 10 grand, just buy a bunch of fake followers, fake whatever, and then you'll meet a girl at the club, give her your Instagram, she sees 10K, and she's like, I'm in.
What
I'm
is
in.
the fake followers? Why do people buy them? It makes absolutely zero sense.
I don't. So athletes do it a lot. From an athlete perspective, you have to have X amount of followers, which I don't get followers. Like no one actually knows how to look into people to see if they're actually buffing their stuff or not. And it's very, very obvious.
Yeah, it's super obvious.
X amount of followers to get paid X amount of dollars on a sponsorship. But the weird thing is, like, if you have to rely on a sponsorship in bodybuilding, you're already broke. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like, no one gets paid from bodybuilding sponsorships anymore.
No, they're like, here's some supplement. It's stupid because they're like, I want this thing that's going to help me out. I'm going to waste money on it. They never get money back from it. Like, you got a discount code for some protein, you fucking jackass. Like, congratulations. It's a company that
marketing off of you. So all your close friends that actually follow you, and that's it.
We did that with, because I have a pre-workout, and we did that where I was like, well, what does it cost to pay these people versus what does it cost to send them, like, 3 or 4 tubs of pre-workout? My cost in the pre-workouts, $6, $7. You can send 3 tubs and somebody's super fucking thrilled with that. We're paying them $100. I don't know, $21 or $100. What sounds better to you, guy? None of them pay anybody anything. It's stupid.
I pay them. I do payouts.
Yeah. Because you're not a fucking, you're not a scammer.
I'm not Amish crap, but
what is, if you want to disclose it, how does that work as far as sauce sold versus Ross? If you didn't know, he has the Flavor Gang, bunch of diet sauces, blah blah blah, and they have people that have discount codes and all that. How does that work? I sell 10 orders. What do I get?
There's a threshold. If you sell X amount of shit, then you get paid.
Wow, he's not even going to tell me. You see that, guys? It's fucked up.
When there's a threshold, I'm sure the threshold is like they need to have $1,000 in affiliate code sales or something like that before you pay out, or it's not even worth it. Write a check.
Ross, let me ask you this: how many people have no fucking sales and post their shit all the time?
To be transparent, I usually do a top 5 list, mid-month and end of the month, and usually those people that are on the top 5, they get paid. So 5 people.
Well, and everybody else ain't selling anything?
No, I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe.
Wow. I mean, I don't have a discount code, but all my guys buy your shit.
We can dive into this topic right now. when I look at that, like I don't really care about the sales because there's some like if you don't sell anything but you do 50 posts and it brings awareness, that's still a value to me.
Yup,
Yeah.
100%.
If you're excited, you may not sell any online, but you just told like 3 or 4 people at the at the gym or whatever, or they saw. So you can't really go like I'm not ungrateful for someone that sells 3 things a month.
What's like planting that
'Cause
seed, right? Because it's like,
yeah,
damn, maybe they don't want to spend, the money on the sauces right now, but New Year's comes around, they're like, fuck, I'm disgusting. What am I gonna do? This meat tastes terrible unsauced. Oh, I remember that guy that's posting this shit all the time. Let me go do his shit, and then they order it. You know,
yeah.
it's just that seed. It's super necessary. I think that happens in a lot of all of what we do. It's like we're posting all the time. I try to post one thing every fucking day, something add value to something. If it's being a dickhead, whatever. If it's like being helpful, whatever. If it's my brand, I'm gonna do it. And then these people follow you and they follow up with it, and they're gonna remember. People send me shit all the time. They're like, I remember you posted this. I don't fucking remember posting it. But like, that was super
Well,
helpful to me.
how many clients have do you have or have signed up with you in your history that were like interested months and months and months and months ago
Yeah.
that really didn't like approach you, but they knew at one day they were going to sign up?
Yeah. Well, I make them
Yup.
tell me, how do you find
You
me?
got a bunch of that too.
And they're always like, follow you on Instagram for a while, or follow you on Reddit
Yep.
Bodybuilding for a while. And I'm like, damn, because when you're doing it, you don't really think like, oh, this is my reputation, but it's your fucking reputation. I try to tell that to some of my guys, where you can post some stuff and like, we're dickheads for sure. We are the fringe, but there's guys that go farther, and I'm like, yo,
Well, here's the thing, and like in my stance though, is like everything that I put out there is positive. I never talk ill on other coaches. I never talk ill on anyone, period. Because what I want to put out there, there's so much negative like in our face all the time. And some people get positive, like grow off of just negative energy out there. And some of their content is literally amazing. And I'm not going to drop names, but there are some people that are extremely intelligent, some of the smartest in the industry, that put out just negative information, boom, boom, boom in your face. And that's how they grow. And they bash people.
What do
And
you
I hate that. And I can do the opposite.
in your opinion, what is negative?
Negative. Why don't you putting someone on blast, right? Now, like if it's something that they're continually doing, I can understand and be like, why don't you just post about the subject instead of putting someone on blast, right? Like that's someone's livelihood at the end of the day. Now, if you're worried about someone getting injured, like, oh yeah, you should take 1,000 micrograms of T3. It's phenomenal for you. It has all these benefits. And then putting someone on blast like that would be a little bit different because that's going to kill someone. But if it's just
honestly, I like blasting people, but usually if I'm doing it, it's for a purpose where it's like, you came for me on my business, and it ain't gonna fucking happen. And I'm like, I got enough in. If I'm ever posting and you guys ever see me like shitting on somebody viciously, it's because I already have the end of the story. I'm not fishing for anything. I know way more than I'm posting, and I'm doing it with full confidence, going straight fucking in. I'm never like, oh, I'll hear a rumor, or I'll hear somebody said this about me, or somebody said that, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna fire up the fucking Instagram story and just fucking shit on somebody. It's always like, this motherfucker absolutely did this, and I know for a fact, and
here's
it's
a really good example. And I hate using this example because the guy was a champion in the sport, but Jeremy Bondia, he was so dramatic, like for the longest time. That's like one person that really comes to mind. And it made him look, he literally outed himself from the sport. He could literally probably run a little bit of TRT and get back on the Olympia stage and potentially win. The dude's a freak. And he outed himself so hard that when I was watching, actually Terrence and Terrence may have not even seen it. We were standing and then we were working in the MPA booth where we went to watch the classic show. Jeremy literally walked into the VIP section where I forgot who else is sitting already up there. Chris wasn't the champion at that time. It might have been that year or the year after. But walks up to sit in VIP, and this is Mr. Olympia himself. He was still the reigning champion, and they kicked him out of it.
I mean,
I've never seen that.
I don't think it was always his, because he was like a kind of a douche on social media, but I think it was the beating the women thing that people were like, I think full blast, he could have absolutely been himself and worse on social media, and we would have loved him. But the whole beating his girlfriend thing, that didn't fly. That doesn't fly in this industry. You get found out about that, you're pretty fucking cooked.
And it's not even just one. Like there were stories and stories
Oh
coming
yeah,
out.
every girl, every single. I mean, I don't
Now we're
know.
having coaches for sexual harassment and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy, actually. So
Yeah,
just like this is the one industry I've ever seen that does not treat their business like a business.
Well, because if you do, like, fuck, if we show up in a suit, these assholes aren't going to take us seriously. There's a certain thing that you have to put out. There's a certain person they're buying into. They're not buying somebody they don't want, the super fucking ultra organized, always whatever. They want the coach that's going to push them to be exactly what they need to be.
Would you not hire Lee Labrada? I always see him very nicely dressed. I would hire Lee Labrada to be my coach. I mean, I have a coach, but I'm just saying I would hire Lee Labrada in a heartbeat. And he always dresses very fashionable. That is his persona, is that he's he's a gentleman.
David, what do you think about how Boston Lloyd conducts his business?
So he got canceled on Instagram, by the way. I was texting. He took his account away because some asshole reported him as impersonating Boston Lloyd. And they did it enough to where they took it away. He's gonna get it back. I know somebody that works at Instagram, and they're like, doing this thing, type. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but he's gonna get it back. But it's like 2-3 days he doesn't have his account, and it's gone. Go look, Team 3C Boston. It's not there anymore. It's gone.
I didn't know that. So the funny thing about Boston Lloyd is, like, back in the day, I was like, he's so extreme, but it's so funny because everything he was saying was actually dead on accurate. Whether people want to believe him or not, it was dead on accurate. And I don't care what anyone says. Back then when he was saying it, and his methodology.
David, Boston doesn't own a suit. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I don't care. I mean, like, here's the thing. John never always dressed down. I will always dress down to a show because, one, even if I'm doing well for myself, I don't want to put it in people's faces. I grew up around very, very well-off people, and they always dress down because why am I going to think about what I'm going to wear? This is 5 years old or something like that. I don't even know what year.
I take pride in looking like a bum, honestly. It's pretty much my favorite.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't money's not an obligation, but I'm not a materialistic person. But I am gonna say there hits these levels where when you're in front of and you're a business owner and you're owning a show and it's a level of respect that you have for your organization and stuff like that. So I understand it, right? I'm coming from a corporate background. So
we can tell.
But at the end of the day, I mean, like, you're talking about Boston. I think Boston's. I kind of like the dude a lot.
Yeah, we had two huge Boston Lloyd fan.
Do you think his stuff is negative?
He's actually one of the people I don't affiliate with super negative, because I haven't seen his business recently, but I have heard him put people on blast, right? But he does it in a very accurate, well-depicted way, and it's not anything that's untrue at all.
I mean, Boston will say the shit we're all thinking. He got in some guy, I forget who the fuck it was, hurt himself, did a GoFundMe, and he's like, nobody else is going to say anything. He's a big dude. I forget who it was. But he's like, fuck this guy. What the fuck are you doing? Where's your health insurance? What the fuck?
I think.
No, there's been a couple. This year, I think he got 3 of them. But, everybody, I'm looking at it, I'm like, I'm a nobody, and I got enough to have health insurance in this industry. And I'm thinking, like, how the fuck did you miss this, bro? You're starting to go fund me either for fun or because you didn't do something you were supposed to do in the first place. And nobody else is going to say that, but Boston will say that in a super negative way, and I love it. I love negativity, honestly.
But it's part of the entertainment piece behind him. It's his personality, but it's his entertainment. It's his persona. We all have our own personas. I have unfollowed some really intelligent people just because of constant negativity. But like different ways I depict certain things. Like sometimes there's a level of entertainment to it where I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna listen to it, right? Like for instance, Greg Doucette, he calls out a lot of people. I just can't tolerate his voice, so I don't watch him. But
wait, I thought it was Greg Doucette.
I
thought it was Greg Doucette.
Isn't that it? That's what I said, right?
Doucette or Doucette?
Oh wait, is it Douche or Doucette?
No, douche shed.
Oh, Douche.
Okay,
Got it. So, I actually like his content. I just can't tolerate his voice, and he's bang on accurate.
He sounds like that one fucking guy that does.
Tyson.
No, he doesn't sound like Mike Tyson. The guy who's got the question mark suit that's jumping around and the fucking it's a commercial. Gilbert Gottfried. He sounds like Gilbert Gottfried.
Mm-hmm.
He knows that.
100% he sounds like Gilbert Gottfried. Does he? Do you think he hams it up? Because I think he absolutely does more than
that's his YouTube personality.
Gilbert Gottfried impersonator.
That's his screaming shit.
Yeah.
That's his YouTube personality.
Wow, interesting.
He definitely hypes it for sure.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I know he rides that bicycle thing, And I know he was like a natural bodybuilder. No, he like literally rides a track cycle all the time. And he posts about it,
Oh,
and he's like super good at it, I guess. And he was like a natural bodybuilder, and then he was like a power lifter. And everybody, people ask me all the time about. They're like, "Did you see this Greg Doucette video?" And I'm like, "No, I never. I don't know.
no, I'm impressed.
I don't YouTube that hard." You know what
What are you
blows?
eating?
It's cream of rice. His product. Do you know what creeps me out? All these or blows my mind at at bodybuilding shows. You always come back to the night show, and it's like everybody's dressed really strangely. Do you know what I'm
Dude,
talking about?
when Elena and I first went to a show in Texas, we're like, why is everyone in suits and dresses? Like,
But they're
why
like
is
in like latex and shit.
like wait, like club clothes?
Literally, like they're at the club. I'm always like, what's going on here?
I think it's
Uh,
just because of the like if you think about like the sport, it is all about how you look. But I don't really like club like me. I think it's way too extreme. I'm like way too dressed down for that. Like I can understand wearing a suit, right? I'm not going to show up in club clothes or like latex spandex leggings that are supposed to be jeans, but they're actually not, and they have some holes in it. Like that. I mean, that's just not my style, you know.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm always like, am I supposed to be doing this? Am I doing something wrong? Everybody's like, it's like their fucking time to shine. They're not even the fucking show usually. They're just like they fucking pack that
Right.
extra snakeskin thing going on and just fucking stunt at the bodybuilding show. They're like, $100 wristband, $50 ticket. I'm going straight to the fucking back and showing everybody these shoes.
A lot of people do go out afterwards, so maybe that's why. But some people just like dressing up that way. That's how they dress up, or that's how they show themselves off. I don't know. I'm just not one that wants a lot of attention on me, kind of thing. So I'm just kind of like low key all the time.
Yeah,
all right, what's
it's
next? What you got for us?
wow, look at this kid. He sent me money, photos, everything yesterday or
Okay.
2 days ago. And he goes, "Hey man, not sure what's going on, but getting a bad feeling. Can you return the funds I paid? I don't think I'll be proceeding." 2 days, I didn't send you a plan. Two
No,
days.
no, bro.
Like, do you even like me, bro? Like, were you were you gonna wait for me to do my job, or like, what's going on here? He's like, "You
I
didn't get back to me right away."
I have a 48-hour time frame when I build out new plans, but like I try to communicate with them like because they're always super excited to get started. So I just like reach out to them like, hey, like your plan definitely not being done today. I'll attempt to get it done tomorrow. If not, it will be done the next day because that's 48-hour turnaround, right?
I like
Um,
patient human beings. Like, I like people that, because it's like, holy shit, you've been doing whatever you've been doing for your whole life up until this point. One extra day
That's
for you to chill, for me to be
we
in a
talked
good,
about this time.
yeah, I want to be in a good position to work and think and focus my time on you. You want me to rush this? You ain't
They
been
want
doing the
it
right
now
thing.
because their motivation to change
Yeah,
your life is like this much.
yeah, literally. You got no fucking motivation at all. You're like, oh,
Like
I'll
I'll
cancel
take
now.
time and I won't even like sometimes I won't hear back for X amount of days and I know everything's gonna be okay. But I'm out
Yeah,
like,
because you
well,
have a
everything's
plan,
okay.
right? You have a plan with Dom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
why don't we segue into being coachable on that note? That's one of the topics that we talked about. So why don't we talk about being coachable?
yeah. I mean, it all comes down to, yeah. Some coaches really do stretch it out and have like these horrible turnarounds. But I think depending on your client load, depending on what the person's doing, if somebody's in prep and they're 6 weeks out, I'm on top of that shit. Absolutely, I'm chasing them down. I want to make sure that everything they're doing is fucking right. But if it's like a lifestyle person that are just working the plan, they're in the fucking oven, I don't see a need for somebody to be super upset if you're not back to them, 5 hours later. Which you get those people, and I always let them go because I'm like, I'm not gonna meet, I'm not gonna fulfill your happiness here. There's somebody else that will, who has probably a lot less than I do, and they got the time to take care of you. But please, go somewhere else. What do you
All right,
think about it?
David, what do you think about being coachable?
Yeah, being
You were a coach
coachable.
and a client, right? Or you were
Yeah, I'm a coach and client. So Austin Stout's my coach now. I was with Matt Porter until he passed away, and then John Meadows until he passed away. And now I'm actually coaching my wife. So it's actually super interesting. So I coached her in the beginning, and then I was like, please get with John. And she was coached by John for like 4 years or something like that.
yeah.
Um, and like I definitely like appreciated both of their different styles, and I formulated my own style. But as far as being coachable, being a coach and being coachable, most coaches are the most uncoachable people ever. But then if they're good coaches, they're very coachable because they've been through the process where they were a bad athlete. And what a bad and I shouldn't be talking about the bad part, but
Talk about the bad part. We love the bad part.
when I was a bad athlete, I didn't know how to send check-in pictures. I was inconsistent about checking pictures. Now there wasn't a like strict code, right? Like when I was with my very first coach before Matt Porter. But like my check-in pictures were like selfies in the mirror. Like you couldn't see my full physique, and I'm freaking classic physique. You had to see my legs. The lighting was always bad, inconsistent. It wasn't on in a timely manner. And then when I got with Matt Porter, which convinced me, it took me 2 months to convince the man to take me on. It wasn't a bad athlete. I was already a national level competitor. And he finally took me on, and he had check-in days on, it was Tuesdays off the top of my, yeah, Tuesdays. He on Tuesdays. No one was off on Tuesdays. It was only Tuesdays check-ins. I checked in with him. I know when I check in, it'd be as soon as I woke up out of bed, I'd walk into the room. I'd take pictures. I try to get the lighting as close as I could. I try to stand as far away from my camera as I could. I left every single detail on the table. I wasn't over detailed, but I told him everything that he needed to know. Hey, my stress load is X, Y, and Z. I'm traveling from Atlanta to Seattle every single week. My food percentage is I'm at 100%. I'm not missing a dime. My training is at 100%. He actually didn't even do my training programs. I did all my training. And even when I was with John, I did 90% of my training when I was John. Besides my last prep, I did follow his program. And then I kind of fell in love with it and started doing training. But just listen and do when you're the athlete and when you're the coach. It's that communication piece, right? So when an athlete is with someone for a longer period of time, that relationship builds and the communication should get better. But in the beginning, you should understand, don't leave me in the dark in certain situations, right? Like if you're stressed and you have a hard home life, let us know. If you're financially struggling, let us know. We're humans. Like we are literally humans. We're not here to like rake you over coals on finances. And if you can't afford food, why are you paying me for coaching? I'm going to tell you right now, like, hey, we can work together later on. And if you're complaining about, and my favorite thing is people are like, oh, gear's expensive. I'm like, have you seen what it costs to be a bodybuilder in food?
Everything else.
Dude, someone canceled. So someone quit coaching with me in December, but didn't tell me. So they just logged into their profile and tried to cancel. They didn't do it. And then he emails us and he goes, hey, I tried to cancel and it just dinged me for another bill. I don't have any money in my account.
$200 was separating you from poverty, and you're paying for a coaching service?
Like, what?
The fuck? Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't know. There's like, I do love when you get the kids that are like, they're saving their fucking pennies. My favorite client to get is the kid that saved his fucking pennies. He's coming for you. He's been waiting to hire you for 6 months. He's like, yo, I got 6 months ready to go. I will cut these kids the silliest fucking deals only because I know what a savage they're going to be. They're going to ask, ring light, where do I set up my thing? Are these photos good? They're going to send in, 5 check-in angles. Is this good lighting? Is this good lighting? And they're going to do everything you ask. And then, I don't know, I've noticed more you'll have like the middle-aged adults that hire you as like an impulse. And they're the ones, their finances aren't in order. They're going to be, like Ross said, cancel you. Hey, I need that $200 back. I can't pay for anything right now. What the fuck were you thinking, bro?
So from the financial piece, right? It's actually really interesting how this works. And this is almost in every business, right? So quality versus quantity, right? I'm always on quality over quantity. I don't want to have over X amount of clients, right? Like that's just never been my thing. I won't do it because I will sacrifice my current clients. And then you get piss poor results, and then you start going downhill, and et cetera, et cetera. So when I actually started to charge more and then more and then more and then more, the quality of clientele got better and better and better. Why? Because there's more skin in the game. It's a human nature thing. And the level of clientele changes with it though. But if they're giving you more money, then they're also putting more into it then at that point.
What Dave
don't, then I don't want your money.
This is a long way of saying it's a retard filter. You don't get the fucking idiots that walk in with $100 and they're like, yo, I think this is what I want to do, and then you're dealing with the most fucking just like absolutely obtuse human being. It's like a car payment, and if somebody's
Yeah,
paying that, they've already researched what the fuck they're doing. They already know what they're getting into, and they're gonna absolutely listen to everything you're saying because they're paying a lot for it.
but they get results every single time. And then when I first got into coaching, some of the first people I ever coached was for free. Only one person followed a plan to the T, and that's a person that I continue to coach. And then the one, you're muted by the way, but and then the other person, okay, then the other person, the other maybe 5 to 10 people I was coaching for free didn't follow the plan. I started charging $50 a month, and they started following the plan.
Well,
$50.
yeah, it's because your value to them was zero. Yeah, and honestly though, it's hard, and I'm good at this because when I had like people that was coaching for free, I was a douchebag. I was like, you got 2 strikes. If you're not on time, if you're not doing what I'm saying, if you don't check in, I'm not fucking with you anymore. So they knew like they had to actually do something. But I recommend anybody who's trying to get into this, like, go coach people for free and try to make them do what the fuck they're supposed to do while they're not paying you. That's a challenge. If you can overcome that, you can do this shit when people are paying you $2, $3, $4 a month. But the free people, guiding them, getting one to the stage, that's a hassle and a half. What do you think, Ross? You ever done that?
Yeah, I did it with you.
Hey, yeah. Did I make it to the stage?
Yeah.
Was I a big old dumbass?
No, you were good.
Yeah, it was.
We had an agreement, so.
Yeah, I remember he calls me and he's like, I'm gonna act like you paid me money for coaching, and you're gonna act like you paid me money. Mentally in your head, you put $1,500 in my pocket. You've lost it. What do you think? Are you actually going to work? And I was like, okay. And he did. He treated it like that. I treated it like that, and everything was peachy. I respected his time. I didn't. It wasn't like, oh, we're friends, so I'm gonna fucking bother you at 3 a.m. with some dumb bullshit. It's like he sent the plan. I did the plan.
That's one thing. This is a good topic for both you guys. So I have different personalities. I have Sauce Ross, I have Ross, and I have Coach Ross.
You have Brother Ross also.
Brother Ross too.
Yeah, Brother Ross.
Sometimes people they don't know that I have different personalities. Like when I'm doing check-ins, I don't fuck around. When I communicate with my clients, I don't fuck around. No jokes, nothing funny, like straight to the point. This is like business.
I've had that problem too, where people like kind of get rubbed the wrong way if I'm like,
yeah,
because I joke and I'm a dickhead and I say stupid shit all the time, but it's like when it's your progress, I'm gonna be a little more blunt and honest about it. And sometimes people get rubbed the wrong way because you're like, no, you're not supposed to fucking, they're like, haha, I did this, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You shouldn't be doing that. This isn't funny at all. It's not cutesy that you're fucking off on your diet. Like, I don't think that's funny. It's not a joke. And they're like,
one of my biggest issues though that I'm currently seeing, because I do a lot of like medical functional side of stuff. So when I get someone's lab work back and it's bad or not great, and I need to address things, and I tell you, you have to take this certain supplement, and then 3 months later on down the road, I'm like, hey, you're still taking this, right? And we get bad lab work back again, and you say no. Why? Why are you not taking that? Now we are going to change this because now you're actually worse, and it's becoming more chronic than non-chronic. We could have addressed it in the beginning, and you decided not to. How long has this been going on? I don't know. You may have not run labs for years before you were with me, and I'm making.
You know how I deal with that?
Huh.
So you say, yo, hey, you need to get this product. Send me a picture when you get it, and don't tell them what the fuck to do with it. Do not tell them what to do with it, and then they're gonna get it and be like, okay, I got it. What do I do now? But if you say, hey, take 25 whatever bergamot, they're okay. I did it.
Most people do it. Most people do order it, but it's like sometimes it's like the higher tier athletes that do it, and I'm like, how long do you want to be an athlete in the sport? The issue that we're running into is people are getting, these top tier athletes are getting sick. They're F1 cars, and they're being gas pedal down at all times until the engine blows out. And that's what we're seeing.
And they don't even give a fuck because they're like, I'll power through it. I'll just fucking keep going. It's like, no, dumbass. What if you look great on stage?
I love Kevin LeBron, right? And I remember like him, like in his last prep, he was sleeping on the floor to make himself more uncomfortable. And like, you need to get sleep.
Are you talking about his Arnold comeback?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, that was just a whole bad idea, honestly. He looked good.
He was freaking huge. I'm not gonna lie, like his legs didn't come back, right? But his upper body, I mean, it was like classic Kevin LeBron. He like does nothing for like years and comes back and like runs a cycle of tests, and he's like 300 pounds.
He's like, hey guys, I have a supplement company, by the way. And we're like, damn, Kevin, you got it. Now I see why you're here. That was funny. Is it still around, his supplement company?
I don't know.
Yeah, they're like Olympia.
Fuck, all right. So it was good for him. He's like, hey guys, by the way, this whole time I was using.
I think it's primarily in like Europe.
Interesting.
Okay.
That makes
Well, that's how Ronnie Coleman was. Ronnie Coleman, I don't think makes a lot of money in the U.S. on a supplement brand, but overseas, it like is like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've had some clients that mention using, like, they're like, oh, I got this just to make sure, and I'm like, where did you even buy that? I've never seen, like, Jay Cutler's brand. Like, I've never seen that in a store. What the fuck's going on here?
Dude, only GNC. GNC had it like one little drop spot.
It's like purple and white, right? The
Yes,
branding, purple and white. Yeah, it's. I've seen it online, but I've never actually walked into a store and like been able to imbibe.
Jay's done well for himself. If you want to talk about business and bodybuilding, he is like the holy grail of an athlete that has done well for himself. I don't know what all he does. He's probably in real estate by this point, but
No, he actually started in real estate.
Oh, that's why he's not now.
Way back in the day.
okay. So I mean, you could literally own a property in the middle of nowhere now and just do it to inflation and everything like that. You made 8 to 10 times your money by those points.
Yeah, I think once he turned pro, he just invested all of his money in real estate in Vegas, like cheap ass shit.
Oh my gosh.
And then just
This is a long time ago too.
That's before anyone wanted to live out there.
Just a pseudo.
You know, Rich Piana?
Yeah.
That's his empire was built through real estate. I think he had like apartment condos and condominiums and stuff, and that was his hustle. And then he started 5%, and he had the money to fund it and all the marketing and his super entertaining self.
Tony Huge and Rich Piana were the king of the original YouTube market for performance enhancers and honesty.
Literally,
they were the kings. Rich, I miss Rich, dude.
Please tell me you've seen Bigger by the Day.
Yes.
Ross, have you seen it? Fucking amazing. If you've not seen it, premise is Rich Piana just decides he's going to get fucking huge. He wants to be 330 pounds again. He's like 260. And he's like, I'm going to be 330. And he's like, I'm going to show you everything I take. Episode 1, he rolls over, like smacks his girl's ass, goes into this little mini fridge, pulls out growth hormone, and he's like, I'm going to do some growth. He's like, goes downstairs, got crazy eyes. He just woke up. He's like popping Adderalls and shit. He's like, I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat that. Not for nothing, though. In one of the first few episodes, he's got Real Food was one of his products. It was like an oat, sweet potato, carb,
blueberry.
Yeah. And so he's mixing it up in a blender, and he's telling these kids, this is how many I'm taking right now, like 4 scoops or whatever. And he goes, now, by the way, this shit's expensive as fuck. You could buy oatmeal and do the same thing. I remember being like that spoke so highly to me about Rich Piana, where it's like he's selling this fucking jar of $60 carbs, and I'm thinking before I knew who he is, what a fucking shyster. And then his own take on it is buy this because it's delicious and convenient to measure out as a bodybuilder, but if you can't afford it, here's something else that you can buy. And I just thought that was like, that's him.
He didn't care about your money. No. Everything he touched was gold, though. Like the man was brilliant. Every single thing he would help you get to this if you wanted to. Shoot, he posted his cycles online. Now his cycles were kind of idiotic, but
fucking bananas.
They were so bad. It was like 8 weeks you're switching every single, and it doesn't stop.
Written out on a piece of paper and all fucking nuts all over the place.
I saw it and I was like, oh no, it was 6 weeks. It wasn't even 8 weeks, I don't think. I'm like, some of these drugs don't even stabilize until they're 6 weeks in. Yeah. And I'm just like, ugh, overlap. I was like, that's brutal. I was like,
big as fuck though. I went to go, it was while Bigger by the Day was being filmed. Me and my friend Jared Mazeska were like, we're fucking going to see him. We're gonna go and go to the Arnold, and we're gonna stand in this line as long as it takes to see him. And this was the first year he's doing Bigger by the Day. He's like 320 fucking pounds. I remember we're standing in will call, and it's like fucking 9:30. Like this shit opens at 8 o'clock. The early bird people that buy the VIP to go and meet people early, it's like an hour and a half past that. Apparently Rich hadn't shown up yet. He's like late because we watch Bigger by the Day. We're like, we expect him to be late. He's late for everything. And I just hear like somebody say, "Oh, there's Rich," and I turn around. And if you ever watch Bigger by the Day, you're gonna get this reference. I turn around and I go, "Good morning, Rich." And he goes, "Good fucking morning." He screams it at me. Everybody, like, Bigger by the Day was huge right then, so everybody kind of got it and we were laughing. But this big fucking Rich Piana, 330 pounds, he's got a gym bag. Sarah's right behind him. He's like pushing people out of the way. He's like, "I'm late, guys, gotta go, I'm late, because he's supposed to be in his fucking booth. We stand in that fucking line for like 3 hours, and he has some sort of medical emergency or something. His people, Apollo Alameda, do you remember him?
I remember the name.
He comes up to me and he's like, "Oh yeah, Rich had a situation with his dog. He has to fly out." It was like some super bizarre, terrible lie. They're like, "Yeah, his dog's sick, so he had to go." Like, he just left. And I was like, maybe he was like 350 pounds and he did that in the last 8 weeks, but whatever. I don't know what really happened. He never actually spoke on it. He said, "Yeah, my dog got into a fight." Because it was, 3 days later, he posted Bigger by the Day. He's like, "My dog got into a fight and I had to leave. Sorry, guys." Like, Rich.
Did you follow him long enough to see where he put the hidden voice recorders in his house?
No, tell the story. I don't know what that is.
So his wife at that time was Sarah, the ice queen, and I believe she's from Iceland.
Yes.
Yep.
And she speaks Iceland to her mom. And I believe the story was she would only talk Icelandic to the mother and would never talk to Rich in Icelandic, blah, blah, blah. And he started getting paranoid, recorded the conversations, and over like weeks at a time, she was like frauding Rich.
Wow.
So that's what the divorce happened. She basically did it to get legal.
And then divorce and get the money.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? Like, Rich wouldn't be the kind of person I would try to fuck over. Not only because he's like such a good dude, but he's not an idiot.
But you're trying to fuck over a 330-pound dude that is testosterone up to the fucking gills. You want to make he's like, he could do 4 or 5 in the gym, right? Benching, controlled reps.
Yeah.
You put that motherfucker with like anger strength, you could rip her head off.
He's such a nice dude, though. I couldn't see him being violent.
He's a nice guy. Yeah.
The best part,
everyone has a violent side, dude.
Dude, literally the best scenes of the Bigger by the Day were when Rich would go out to his cars and he'd have to. It was every fucking day this happened. So he had like 5 or 6 cars, like Maserati, BMW M5s, fucking giant lifted trucks. He had a Bentley at one point. He had a
Focus.
No Ford Focus. He had nice cars. A couple $100,000 in cars sitting out there. They all had fucking something wrong with them. Most of them just had a flat tire, and he'd be like, "Oh, the fucking M5's flat. I'll take the Mercedes. Mercedes is flat." He's like, "Fuck, I'll take the truck."
I remember that.
Every fucking car was like out, and he's like, "Oh, we're going to the car dealership today." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, I need to buy a new car. All the cars are done." Buys a fucking AMG Mercedes just because his other shit doesn't work.
Dude, I don't know. I loved Rich. Boston Lloyd did not like him at all.
Why?
Dude, because Boston, try to shed light on all the things that actually happened. I've heard this from multiple people. Him and David, who is Rich Piana's like right-hand man, that black dude. He's a pro now.
Are you talking about Mack Truck?
Yeah.
Oh my! I haven't heard that name.
They got into a fist fight, by the way.
Yeah, dude, they got a huge falling out.
Yeah.
Rich is like, apparently he has fake everything muscles, fake abs, pecs, glutes, like everything is fake. And the dude is like, what was in like massive debt. So he's just leasing out all this shit. That's just what the other side of the story.
I still love that he did it. I don't give a fuck.
I still love it.
Yeah.
I think the dude was loaded still, though. I really do to this day. I mean, like, he got rich off of like residual income off of like owning something. He owned like not a condo. He owned condos. Like, they were like the entire building complexes.
I mean,
now the money thing, Boston nailed though. I will give him that. So
with what? Yeah, I mean, he probably just spent it as fast as he made it. Like, he probably had a lot coming in and a lot going out. He lived a crazy life. His fucking, if you guys remember from Bigger by the way, if you're watching this, go watch fucking Bigger by the Day because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But he is in this giant house, and it's like there's nothing. There's the kitchen has some stuff. There's no fucking furniture anywhere. He's got a bed, and it's like multiple rooms. He's got this closet for his shoes. Oh, his giant chair. He's got this closet for his shoes. and there's no shelves in it. It's like probably 15 feet deep, and you're supposed to put shelves in it so you can put your shoes up, but it's just shoes all in the center. So to get to whatever pair of shoes he wanted to wear, which he loved wearing, was it Prada shoes all the time?
I don't
Gucci
remember,
shoes?
man.
I don't
He
know.
had everything.
But he would like have to walk and step over these like hundreds of dollars of pairs of shoes to get to the back and just like trample them all. It's so fucked up. And he didn't care. He was like, "Yeah, I know. I should probably get some shelves. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm going to the gym. Gonna train." He's
I
fucked up.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was so good. That was one of the best YouTube documentaries I've seen, like recorded. And that was actually the groundbreaking one that made people think that they could document stuff. And most people just don't document stuff well at all.
Yeah.
And
So, like,
his episodes were like an hour long too.
oh yeah. People were like,
Every day.
"You want to see a day in the life of me eating?" Like, no, because it's not going to be as fucking entertaining as watching Rich Piana pull up to fucking Chipotle at 10:59 and bitching at the employees to give him his goddamn fucking burrito. It's not going to be that good.
I always wanted to go to this place, The Habit. He'd always
Hamburger Habit. No, it was they would go to Chipotle. If Chipotle was closed, Habit closed an hour later, so they'd pull into Habit.
And then the Ben and Jerry trips that they would take at like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I swear it's like 1 o'clock in the morning that they were just driving around, and then like they would never have the flavor that they wanted. They just jump into every single gas station.
I remember just envying his life and being like, this man just has residual income, banging a chick, driving around, eating 12 meals a day, making her film it on her phone for YouTube. Do you remember the episode where he filled up the hard drive on his computer and instead of deleting things, he bought another computer?
No.
Classic. He goes to the Mac and pays in all cash, and they're all looking at this like 300-pound monster that's describing this frustrating problem of he like can't empty the hard drive or whatever.
At that level, it's like, am I going to spend 5 minutes deleting files or 3 minutes just buying a new computer?
Yeah, and he drove up like Rich. Didn't park in a parking spot, parked right in the fucking tarmac, walked right into the wall. He'd always come back and be like, "Oh, no ticket." Shit was funny as fuck. What do
he
you?
was always speaking positive. He was always positive.
Hell yeah! No, he was not afraid to be himself. Just one of those human beings that is absolutely his authentic self at 100% of the time. He wanted to be this giant fucking freaky beast dude. He wanted to own his fucking whatever. He wanted to drive around at 2 o'clock and do whatever. And he did it and told everybody about it. It's not like, he was ashamed of anything he did. Drug use. Any reckless behavior he had, he'd be like, "Don't do this, but this is what I do."
He was embarrassed that he got used. He was very embarrassed. And his content did get a little dark after that period of time.
Oh, with Sarah?
But it was dark. Yeah, because of Sarah. I mean, he got used. So
Can you tell that story? Because I honestly, I was so upset about that I really never like wanted to watch it.
I actually kind of stopped following Ross. You're muted. But yeah.
I just told you the story, John.
Yeah, it was very simple. Like essentially they got married. She got married to him just so that she could get basically her citizenship in the US. That's ultimately what it
They
was.
had that fucking wedding. Remember the episode?
They're all sleeveless.
And everyone in the fucking bridal party is like a roided out biker in like shirts.
That's the gold standard.
The person marrying him was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It was in Vegas.
In their rings were king and queen on each other's finger or something, like tattoo.
That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Of
First
course.
time I ever saw a tattooed ring.
Rich Piana style.
Yeah.
Moving on to other personalities that stir shit. Russ, lead us in this Singerman drama. Aaron Singerman, he's the owner of Primeval and Blackstone.
Facts straight, host.
What'd you say?
So get your fucking facts straight.
He started
You're kinda
Primeval Labs, did he not?
No,
Oh, well, okay. He owns Blackstone and what else?
no, he was
Red-
co-owners with PJ Braun of Blackstone Lab.
Uh-huh.
That fell through, and then was it 4 years ago, David? Maybe 3. that he started Redcon? How long has Redcon been?
So Redcon, you have to think back to Dallas McCarver. Dallas McCarver was with Redcon for like a year. Redcon 1 became big. I'm guaranteeing this. Dallas McCarver is the next big thing, going to be a Mr. Olympia one day. And he picked up Dallas right when PJ and Aaron split off from each other, and it was Blackstone and then Redcon. And Aaron went with the whole military thing, but once Dallas came into Redcon, it just started blowing up. And Dallas passed away in what, 2016?
2018, because we were in Mexico when I heard the news.
2018.
Yeah.
Okay.
2018.
Gosh, 4 years ago, man.
Yeah. Okay. So he's been around. The company's been around for 4 or 5 years. 5 years ago. Five years. So, David, I don't know if you're following the story. I just know a little bit about, but John is completely in the dark. So I believe when PJ and Aaron were partners at Blackstone, they got indicted for about 4 or 5 different counts of fraud from the FDA, label fraud, putting things into their products that were not listed, and then putting illegal things in their products.
Yep.
So like steroids, I forget what exactly.
Well, that's a common charge if you're trafficking steroids. Say if they're doing Sarms or something, they'll say it's mislabeled prescription. Say you have Anavar, which is like a real compound that actually exists in the world, and you're selling it. They're not going to say you're drug trafficking. The easier way to get you is FDA fucks you and says you're doing mislabeled prescriptions.
So no, so they were selling actual products. They weren't selling steroids. They were selling products. Those products had banned controlled substances in the products.
Yeah, so that's what the charge would be, mislabeled prescription.
Formulated by their in-house chemist or whatever the term is.
And
so then they got indicted, charged with all this stuff, fucking millions of dollars in legal fees. Aaron and PJ, I believe, had an agreement that they were going to fight it together and not throw each other under the bus. And then I believe it was in November they were about to get ready. No, not David.
No, I'm just shaking my head like, oh okay. God. Like I already know where it's going.
You know where this is going.
So in November, I believe they're about to finish the deal or finish the proceedings with this case. At the last minute, Aaron flips on PJ and becomes an informant for the case, so he gets reduced time. That's, I believe, this play was.
Are we sure that Aaron didn't enter into the beat PJ contest that year, and this was just his way of beating him?
Too soon, dude. Too soon. Okay, and then I believe it was like a time frame of 1 week after that, or could be a day or two. The dude gets intoxicated with like an absurd amount of alcohol, crashes his boat or yacht into another group of boats or yachts with a minor in the car, gets his license suspended, arrested, and then was it on June 7th or January 7th, he's driving with an illegal license or driving illegally, under the influence of sleeping medication, and crashes his car again, arrested again. I believe
the first time he crashed a boat, you misspoke and said he was driving a boat and crashed his car. He crashed his boat the first go around, second go around his car.
Yes, so a BUI and then a DUI.
To be fair though, you didn't ask the boat how it identified. You just kind of assumed that it was a boat. To be completely fair to everybody.
Anyways, so just from those facts, or I'm assuming those are facts, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. So he dropped a dime on PJ, and then was probably drinking it away. And maybe they'll both get the same amount of time, you know. But that's how this shit happens. That's how, you know, it's when you have two defendants, the prosecutor is going to say, both of you, we're going to absolutely fuck both of you, or we can fuck one of you. Here's something to sign.
So
think it over.
The moral of the story here is that sometimes more money is not more success, because if they made $5 million that year of selling these products illegally, they could have made 1.8 or 2 million selling the legal shit.
Oh, they got fined too. The FDA fined the fuck out of them.
Oh,
right?
Millions, yeah.
That sucks. I mean, what sucks the most though is the loyalty there. I couldn't. I don't know. I've never been in that position, but I couldn't imagine, you know, looking at that and having all the legal counsel and the resources. And I mean, man wears a Richard Mealy sometimes. I've seen it, and not being like, well, let's just fight this together. You know, if we both shut the fuck up, maybe this is better on us. Usually, if prosecutors are wheeling and dealing, it's because they don't have a piece of information
Yes,
you
that
have.
is true.
And all
Um,
the scare tactics in the world aren't gonna produce information unless you speak.
so several things in the legality world, right? Like if you take a steroid like an anabar and you manipulate it into a molecule that has never been used and you put it in a product, that's essentially it's a pro hormone at that point. It's a designer steroid.
Oh yeah.
So people sell it. And if you get a slap on the door, like, hey, we're coming after this, it's going to be an illegal product, and you continue to sell it, then you're bad. Then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But if you do it before they ban that substance, the actual molecular substance, then it's technically not illegal. It's like a gray area, almost
There's
like
no precedent.
peptides that are gray area right now.
Well,
They're not illegal. They're not legal.
It makes perfect sense, because it's not. If they don't say it, then it's. I mean, we know it's probably should be illegal. They give you some forewarning, and then it's your ass if you ignore it. It makes sense.
Yeah, so I think that's what was happening, if I'm not mistaken, when they were putting it into their products. It was like literally steroids, and then they were manipulating it. And then I think there was one of them had like methamphetamine probably in it, probably DMAE or something like that.
DMMA or something like that.
Yeah.
DMAA, yeah, not DMAE.
They've been playing that one for a while. I think DMAA is like a day one type of situation for them.
Yeah, so it's kind of just unfortunate as a whole. But the crazy thing is just being honest and transparent and being your genuine self. We're talking about Rich, being your genuine self. I'm going to talk about John Meadows. He was the most authentic, genuine person you would ever meet. He was like a walking saint. And I walk my life every single day trying to be more like him. In all honesty, I'm treading my own path, but he's a person that I can always aspire to be more like. And the Aaron Singer, man, I think it was worth like $600 million or $900 million. And because he used, honestly, it was immoral. It was immoral what he did with his products and could have injured people. That's where I have an issue, is when people can actually injure people and it's intentional. Unfortunately, it's probably not intentional that they're trying to get that outcome, but that outcome can 100% come. I mean, you get a male that takes any type of steroid, they can go hypogonadism. Sarms are more suppressive than steroids. We know that. And like all this stuff. So there are consequences for your actions. Don't try to hurt people.
My least favorite part of Redcon? And you may remember this, Dave. Do you remember when they fucked John Meadows?
Yep, I do, because I talked to John. I was coached by him.
They absolutely fucked him over, and they removed him as a formulator because he was blowing the whistle on them. He was like, hey guys, with my own fucking money, I've sent this shit. I mean, I may be rephrasing this or whatever, but the gist of it was, with my own fucking money, I sent these compounds out that's from Redcon. I'm the formulator. It should have this. It is sending back as this. Please don't buy it.
remember him with that.
And do you know what they did? Instead of fixing the problem, addressing the problem, whatever, blew John Meadows off, hired JP, Jordan Peters, as their new credibility, as the new formulator, and they said, that's that. Jordan Peters actually blocked me, because I was like, bro, like, you literally talk about integrity all the time. The first moment these shysters are waving thousands of dollars in your face, you're saying, I'll work with you? Fuck that. And he blocked me because I left that comment.
Yeah, so John, and this is one thing and John never would either speak ill on. I literally heard him say one cuss word. It was about is just like, it caught me off guard. I was like, whoa. Like he was like literally a walking saint. He would never speak ill on one person since I knew him. Even people that screwed him over, like beyond getting screwed.
Like Redcon 1.
And Redcon 1 basically outed him and banned all athletes from working with him. And I thought it was really interesting because who worked with him that was a Redcon 1 athlete when she started with him was Shanique Grant. The year that she won, took second place.
We could have a whole podcast about that.
Bro, but John was honestly like who everyone should be more like. That's why everything always worked out, because he was just his genuine self. Like, you're not hurting he was never intent. He was only trying to help people. If you were with him in person, you felt like his best friend, that you were the only priority in the world to him. And this man had so many different businesses and moving pieces to his life, and you felt like family every single time that you were with him. So like, I can't say I could literally have a whole podcast on John, and maybe we will do a podcast on John one day.
Cool guy. Do you follow his son's Instagram at all?
Yeah,
he's like got the yo-yo and shit. I blocked him from my story because he made a post. He had like an Amazon wish list, and I put it on my story, and I was like, "Hey assholes, instead of getting me, because clients try to send you, I was like, instead of sending me something for my fucking birthday, because his birthday is like 10 days after mine, I was like, can you go clear this list out?" And he had this big ass Amazon wish list of shit, and I was surprised because my clients bought probably 25 of the 30 or so things he had on there. And I didn't tell him that it was me or anything. Then I unblocked him like after the story came up. And I'm sure he was just like, what the fuck? He had an Amazon wish list, like nobody bought it. Because I'd watch it, I'd be like, what does this kid want? Magic the Gathering cards. I was like, all right, I'll buy that one. And then it was cool.
It's cool. I was just gonna say, I was gonna give you kudos because I've seen you do things like this 2 or 3 times. I didn't know that you did that one. And it's awesome that people actually follow through. You're like, hey, like if you're doing this pose or something like that and it looks off or something like that, go ahead and donate to this charity. Or if you're doing this challenge, like it's dumb, donate to this charity.
I made fun of everybody for the fucking Christmas tree thing.
Yes, that's right. And everyone that was on the story ended up donating. I was dying.
Bro, I will not name names, but some broke ass motherfuckers got mad at me for that. I was like, you don't have 25 fucking dollars? You're a grown ass man, Ross.
I know who you're talking about.
No, oh my god, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, really good bodybuilders that people know that are successful in their industry, and I'm like, you posted the fucking the post was, if you're posting this obnoxious ass corny Christmas tree, it's their lower back. They push the lower back. They put presents at the bottom and a star at the top. It's fucking corny as hell. Whatever. I love that you're doing it. I love that you got in shape. But you have to send $25 fucking to St. Jude because it's fucking annoying. And I want that to happen next year too. So I was like, we'll start the precedent this year. So I made a post, called out you guys.
I'll post it too next year.
Yeah. And the guys I picked to call out were dudes I knew that would just do it and like be good sports about it. And so yeah, that. But then there were others that got caught in the web of it, and they're like, "Oh, fuck this! I'm not doing that." Like, you salty ass. St. Jude.
But it's such a good cause, like that's just something funny and fun, and it's just good. Like, it doesn't hurt anyone. Again, if it doesn't hurt anyone, I'm all for it. It's kind of like political memes people get like butthurt over, but if you actually do a well done political meme and just make it fun, like it doesn't applies to everyone kind of thing. It's just funny. It doesn't hurt anyone's feelings or anything like that. I'm all for that, man.
Literally. I mean, if I can ever make fun of somebody and help somebody else, I'll do it every single time. Ross, the same too. Ross, what the fuck are you reading?
You don't want to know.
It's probably about the butt to pee hole connection.
I really want to know now, Ross. Ross, just read it to the class.
I'm feeling fat.
Somebody texted you that?
Yeah, just now.
They said, what did you say? What are you going to reply
First
with?
week of dieting and they feel fat.
First week of dieting. You're like, yeah, you're still fat. Is that what you're going to say? He's going to be...
reply.
Ross is kind of a simp with his clients, honestly. He's like not mean at all. He's way too nice. I've seen it.
I mean, it's okay. Like, some people need different levels of emotional support. And that's another thing about being a good coach is like knowing how to speak to your clients and being a leader, because some people do need that emotional hand holding to a degree. And then other ones, you can just be like, do this. And it's just like, boom, execute. They're like freaking military. And a lot of the guys, that's why I actually love military guys, by the way. They just like execute. Tell me what to do. I don't want to think. And I like sometimes overly explain to people because I can explain the science behind pretty much every drug and everything from like A to Z, right? Like functional health, I make sure to over explain things. So if you have small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, hey, you're going to have to buy a butt ton of supplements. This is what each one does. I give them breakdown of it so that they understand like why I'm doing something instead of just leading them blind. I feel like there's a lot of leading blind that happens within this industry, unfortunately. And I don't want to be the blind leading the blind. I'd rather show them the water and let them drink.
Yeah. The phrase that I can't comprehend is when someone says they feel fat. That's impossible. It's like I'm saying I'm feeling tall today. I'm feeling short today.
I feel short.
You can't feel lean. You're either lean
are fat or aren't fat. You
can't feel it. Like,
I sat down. There's not a lot of meat there. It hurts my
stomach. You actually feel you're fat, but this woman is not. She's lean to begin with.
Can you please lead her down this line of questioning just for me? Be like, what do you mean you feel fat? Are you feeling yourself? What are you talking about? Ross won't troll his clients. He won't do it. He's way too nice.
I mean, there's a time and a place to be sarcastic with people. But like when someone says they're feeling fat, if they talk down to themselves like that, usually they have a background or are currently in a situation where they're being emotionally abused by someone in their life. or B, they have an eating disorder, probably because they like had some type of abuse or they were just abusing themselves, you know? So it's never good to like basically shake that tree. You want to heal that tree. So
Dave, you're too nice, man. I'm
bro,
so sarcastic, bro. I'm just like, if I'm ever like nice,
I'm just like, cut the fucking tree down.
yeah, I'm just take that tree, saw it down, I'll grow another one. I don't know. I'm like, I hate to modulate to my people because I want to build a team of people that all can get along with my cranky ass. And it's like look at Boston Lloyd's guys. Like he can't have somebody that's texting him at 10 o'clock saying, I feel fat. He didn't tell him to fuck off and hit the road and go up there. And that's why he's built a team of when he posts a guy, they're inside the fuck out. Dom Cardone, same thing. He can't do that. He can't do that. If you're Ross, you ever call Dom at 3 a.m. crying about the fat that you feel in your stomach?
Yes.
No, I'm not.
No, he
wait,
doesn't.
is Dom your coach?
Yeah, he's been my coach for over 3 years.
He turned him pro, yeah. He turned him pro.
The only time I've cried actually was, do you remember when I called you crying, John? Do you remember this?
What year was this?
This was the year of Pittsburgh.
The swimmer.
Was it before or after Pittsburgh?
It was before. It was like maybe 4 weeks out, and the diet was so hard. I couldn't barely finish cardio. I remember vividly. My sleep schedule was so fucked up.
Wait, did I hang up on you?
I think that the gist of the conversation was, I cannot believe you're calling me fucking crying. Fucking cardio, you fat fuck. That's what I remember happening.
And then I hung up.
I remember on the phone, I'm on the Stairmaster, and I am like, I'm so tapped out. I'm so tired. I'm not sleeping. Like the worst shit ever. This is like my first real prep.
I think I remember this. I think
I can't finish the fucking stairs.
I think I thought you were joking, and I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Can you just like call me back later at any other point? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? And but that's what Ross needs to hear. And he showed up looking like Britney Spears. His hair was falling out. We got the coolest video of you do you remember at my school gym in like that computer room?
Always like say, do I remember these things when I was with you there, and you show me the picture? We have the pictures.
Because I don't remember this fucking conversation until you like eased me into it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember being an asshole on the phone to you.
Sleeping in the trunk of your car.
I remember this. I do remember this. So it's me, Dom Cardone, and Ross, and we have to go to check-ins. And I had a brand new C7 Corvette at the time.
That was sexy.
None of us thought about this, that there's like 3 large-ish men that have to go into this car and go. And so we walked out of the parking lot, and none of us realized until we get in front of the car, fuck, there's 2 seats.
Bro, the C7 Vet has great trunk space. I used to ride in the trunk all the time with my buddy. I'm not joking, man. You think I'm a bodybuilder? I would slept in there.
David, I slept in the trunk. It was the most glorious nap ever with this noise and the traction.
Yeah. We're ripping over the fucking bridges in Pittsburgh because I'm like, yo, let's ride it around a little bit and then we'll go. And so we're like fucking blazing like 100 miles an hour, and Ross is literally fucking snoring. Like windows are down, fucking blaring music. He falls asleep.
Dude, like one time, so one of my friends always owned a Vet, right? And I'm gonna get a C806 down the road, but he always owned a Vet. He got pulled over by the cops one time. These are our best childhood friends, by the way. Got pulled over by the cops, and he has a passenger in the seat, and then my actual best man was actually in the back seat. And
there's no back seat. He's in the trunk.
That A cop got called. The force got called because they thought he pulled a U-turn. He saw a hot chick driving the car on the other side of the road that was driving like an AMG or something like that. He pulled a hard U-turn right when a cop was behind him. They thought he was trying to run, and he zoomed after this chick just to basically hit on her, even though he's not going to say anything to her. They're driving, and they call the entire force, and they pull him over the side of the road. They're questioning him. They get my other buddy out of the car, and then they're like talking, and then like apparently after like 15 minutes of them questioning him, my best friend ended up going to jail, but the other one was in the trunk, and they flashlighted his face. They're like, we got another one. Pulled him out of the car. Yeah, so
I can't really feel in there. He actually he killed a cop. He's in jail now.
Yeah.
He's done.
I got pulled over in that thing all the fucking time, but like my license plate on it was Goob, and it was like the same fucking thing happened every time. Like all the cops in Pittsburgh work out for whatever reason, and they'd come up and there's like a 20-something white dude in brand new Corvette, and they're like, "What's your license plate mean?" And I'd be like, "Oh, I train people online and like in the gym and whatever, and I have like a pre-workout, whatever." And then always be like, "Oh, what gym do you work out at?" And I'd be like, "Oh, like a lot of them. What gym are you at?" And then, "Oh, I know that, blah blah blah." And then they always just bullshit with me for a minute and be like, "Can you stop fucking like driving like an absolute retard?" The thing I remember the day I got it, it has this 0 to 60 timer where like you set it and then like drop the hammer and go, and it'll tell you how fast you got to 60. And I was like, you can't put this in my fucking car and expect me to not use it. So I like found, literally, I'm like, I gotta figure out how fast I can go. So I found like a quiet part of my neighborhood, which is like probably not a quiet part at all. And I'm just like sitting there doing it, like back and forth. And on the car, you can turn the exhaust off. It has like a variable exhaust, electronic. So you can like make it sound pretty pussy, but it goes fast. You know, it just doesn't sound like 3 o'clock in the morning. And this fucking cop must have just been watching me for like 20 minutes, just literally doing it back and forth and back and forth. And he just like slowly drives over. I saw him there ish, but like I didn't think about it. It was like an undercover, you know, one of those Impala type of things. He comes over and he's like, you know, flags me up, and I'm like, fuck, this is really stupid. Like it's 3 a.m. I'm doing like 60 miles an hour in a residential. Like what's going on? And he just like comes and he's like, "You got a license?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I handed it to him and he's like, "You're dumb as fuck." He's like, "It's 3 a.m. Can you stop bothering this neighborhood?" I was like, "Okay." And he just throws the license back and goes back into his car and drives away. I was like, wow. Like he literally just like, "You got a license?" Looked at it. That happened to me multiple times in Pittsburgh. I ran a stop sign once. "You got a license?" I go, "Yeah." "Where's it at?" And I handed it to him. And he goes, "West Virginia. Do they have stop signs in West Virginia?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Classic white privilege, dude.
Yeah, he throws it back at me. I was like, all right, I'm good. Never got a ticket in that bitch. I bought a Dodge Charger, tickets out my ass every single time I drove that stupid thing. I don't know what it was. I would have given myself a ticket in the Corvette, honestly. So, anyway, we talked about uncoachable traits. We've already talked about the Boston Pro Show. We talked about Aaron Singerman. This is a topic that David may be too nice to say something mean about, but we're going to try to get it out of him, guys. We're going to try our hardest. Should there be a weight loss category in the
I'm gonna pee. Why don't you guys start this off? I'm gonna pee. Well, I'm gonna listen to you guys.
Wait, can you take us with you? I'm just kidding.
No, that's like the really weird thing when you're like FaceTiming with someone like for the first time ever, and like I've heard of people literally being on FaceTime and like they're literally just like peeing right next to the person. Like why'd you bring me into your bathroom? Like that's weird.
I
like,
do that all the time, bro. Ross calls me while he's shitting probably 3 times a week.
But you guys are tight like that. You guys are cool like that.
But not, bro. He peed on the last I have a video of it. He peed on the last podcast. He had a fucking bottle under his thing, and I have a picture of it. I have a video of him sniffing it and almost puking. He's like, "Oh, it's beer." I was like, "Drink it if it's beer." And he wouldn't drink it because it was his piss. Ross pissed on the last podcast. That's an Easter egg. Now you know it. Ross is a peer. He pees in public.
Dude, you want to go down here? You want to go down this path?
It's all stories about you pissing and shitting yourself in public.
Okay, one time where were we driving? We were driving some.
Yeah, David, you can go pee while we talk about peeing if you want, by the way, David.
I accidentally drank my piss. Okay, so long road trip. I want to say we were going to Dallas or something. In the shaker cup and put it in the cup holder because we're on the highway. I couldn't dump it out and zoning out.
Oh, it was in it was in the shaker cup like you pissed in the last time.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I put it back in my cup holder, driving, not even thinking about it, and just subconsciously grabbed it and just gulped it. And I'm like, oh my God, I just drank my own piss. Did
you put it back?
Yeah. No, I savored it.
No, but I mean, it's not like the cup was open. It had like the flip top on it, right?
No, it was open cup.
Oh, well, that's your saving grace. Because if it was like the flip top, you couldn't have spit that back in that tiny little hole.
Yeah.
Wow, Dave, he drank his pee. Honestly, there's no real excuse.
Coming back from that.
Yeah, it wasn't even a good mistake. It was just kind of like he set himself up to drink his own urine.
Into a model's difficult. How do you do that on a podcast? It's actually kind of impressive and kind of weird at the same time. No, very weird.
Ross, tell us how you did it.
The guest said Joe Rogan do it all the time.
Wait, does he do that?
He has him there for like 4 hours.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
Yeah.
Dang. So The last time I peed in a bottle, because I hate peeing in bottles.
I love how you said that while you're taking a drink. Anybody listening to just the audio of this did not appreciate that.
Dude,
What's
that's
the other
so
bottle?
funny. I actually have
Yeah, I got a blender bottle. I'm safe.
I have a fetish of you urinating in weird places. It's like the sense of freedom.
Universe 2020, right? Or no, 2020. Yeah, 20. When did I compete last? Last year? No, 2020. Okay, yeah, basically a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the worst lighting ever, everyone looked like the Blue Man Group on stage. Any lighting sucked. All the pictures sucked. No one looked conditioned. Long story short, I like have basically food poisoning that happens going to the show. I know there's health history behind it now, but either way, we're going home and I'm like chugging water trying to flush my GI system because everything got backed up. Because I basically had, I thought, an IBS attack, right? And I've had severe acid reflux, felt like my spine is opening up. So meanwhile, I'm like, I gotta pee now, right? We're going on the highway and we hit bumper to bumper traffic in the middle of like South Carolina, randomly coming back from Charleston. And you know those like really, really big smart water bottles, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was drinking, right? So I was like, oh, I'll be good to go, right? Meanwhile, it's really awkward because you're in like standstill traffic and like I like lower the seat back like I'm on a low rider by this point or in the hood.
Are you driving or are you the passenger?
No, the passenger. No, there's no way I would have been able to pull this off. And I'm like, I like lay it back because there's obviously cops all lined up on the sides of the road and stuff like that. And I'm just like sitting back so like no one can see me. And I'm like trying to go, right? I can't make this up. I was legit peeing for 5 minutes. I finally filled the bottle up and I still had to go so badly. I could have filled another 2 to 3 of them up. When I went to the gas station, I was legit peeing for almost 3 minutes. I've never seen anything like it.
Wait. So what did you do? Just like pinch it off and
dude, so I was in so much pain. I almost had to pull over the side of the road and stand still traffic to pee because I was in so much pain. I've never experienced anything like that.
Prepping?
Huh?
You were prepping or no?
No, I was coming back home from Universe. So I was basically rehydrating, but everything basically got stocked up in the body. And that's why I was having the acid reflux and stuff. So I think it was a pressure from like basically the large intestine or something like that, or a bunch of fecal matter on the bladder. So it was like trying to push everything out of the system. It had nothing to do with stool. I still couldn't pass anything, but no, it was so painful. I was so bad. And I'm like looking around, there's still cops all around me and stuff like that. I'm like, literally, I'm about to go to jail because I need to pee or else I'm going to die.
My favorite part of the story is it's just like Dave is such a nice guy that he has to piss outside. And he's like, these cops are going to get me. They'd be like, fucking let her rip, buddy. Like, pull over, get behind that tire. They wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be outside all the time.
What was the topic we were talking about?
What'd you say?
What was the top? Oh, fat loss category, weight loss.
Oh, yeah. NPC weight loss category. Yeah, we're talking about Ross drinking his own urine, but we'll talk about NPC. So, Ross, you were supposed to, before David had to go pee in a actual, toilet, not a bottle under the desk. Ross, that's what David just did.
He's actually peeing right now. You can see in his eyes.
Huh?
He's like leaning forward.
Pissing right now.
I just pissed. Yeah.
Disgusting. So the question is, should there be a weight loss category in the NPC? And I want to preface this by saying some shows do have it or have had transformation divisions. The one recurring show that has it all the time is Summer Shredding, which is not NPC affiliated, not attracted to the IFBB. It's put on by Christian Guzman, and they make a super huge deal of it. They have a million categories, and it's like, there's a photo that's projected on the screen while you're out there, and the judges are supposed to look at the photo and then compare it to what you brought today.
Oh, okay.
And that's your criteria. What do you think, Ross?
Well, I love that. I think that's great. In the NPC, I would rather have a separate division versus me dieting my ass off like hardcore to the extreme and then getting backstage and there's 3 people in my class and 2 of them are, had lost 100 pounds, but they're still 100 pounds overweight.
Say the word, Ross. Say fat.
That's kind of triggering, John.
He's trying to not get canceled.
I saw all inclusive, like all of the calories in the world
are on them still.
Yeah,
a lot of energy sitting around on their stomach. Is that what you're saying?
Full of energy.
They're full of energy.
I like that. I like that energy.
See, when I put on
that's our new thing. look at all these people. They're full of energy.
So much energy potential there. Wow.
That's how you don't get sued in a corporate environment.
So,
Full energy.
so Ross, you've brought up a point that I've not considered in this angle before. Being the person I am, I've always said these are fucking stupid. We need to not do this. I hate it. Why not? You're describing it as a way to corral people that I don't want on stage with me. And I would actually rock with that. However, make them go last so that their friends and family can watch them, and make them last to finals. And I'm cool with it. Take the money NPC, rock with it, do whatever you need to do. I don't, because the show that I went to that had this, it was first, and I was just thought that was weird because it was like, this is a natural bodybuilding show that had a pro track in it, and it was like fucking insane, crazy natural bodies. These guys are super shredded. The picture epitome of health human beings. You know, the natty guys are crazy. They're lunatics, and it's like I saw skinless heartbeat humans, natty guys, but right before that I saw Kathy, who went from 395 pounds to 300 pounds, and a picture of her holding a newspaper in her underwear projected on the thing, and then her in like, you know, business casual dress clothes. It just didn't make sense for the venue. But it would have made more sense if she was last and we could watch the shredded guys and then leave. And, you know, if somebody wants to stay to watch that, cool. But it felt like we were forced to watch it, and it had nothing to do with natural bodybuilding at all.
So there was an NPC show that does have it. It's in Atlanta. Actually, one of my clients did it. She has an awesome story, and she's actually competes like at masters classes, right? Like she looks good.
That's legit though. That's legit.
Yeah, that's legit, you know. And she did an open and masters, just open always for fun. And I think that some of the transformations are super inspirational, like more inspirational than seeing a bunch of tan dudes on stage. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of weird if you think about it from an outside perspective, and just like going to a show to watch tan people on stage that are half naked. Like, so if you have a story behind it, I think that it's awesome. Like, for instance, one of my clients,
David, you're too nice. You're probably going to be the nice.
One of my clients was missing a leg, and he will probably be on the Olympia stage by the time he's 26 or 27 years old. Works his ass off. And I'm not talking like the paraplegic Olympia or whatever they do. I'm not sure if it's handicap. I don't know what it's categorized.
Men's physique, right?
Men's physique, phenomenal physique. And his story, he lost his leg when he was like 13 because I think he had like a 2% survival rating of the cancer, and it was a bone marrow cancer. That is phenomenal. And now there wasn't a transformation category up there. Now he wouldn't do a transformation category anyways. He's a badass. But what he did was during the like intermission period, right? We called him back up on stage right after he competed, and he got to tell a story to everyone. That stuff is inspirational, you know, and he got second place in his class in open and potentially could have been first. So it was like really, really close. That stuff is awesome. Now, I think that coming out with a transformation category, I think would inspire a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of people that are deterred by the fitness world because it's so, what's the right word? I don't want to say fake. It comes off fake to people, but it's not. Can't think of the right word. But too intimidating to some people to get into it. Well, this is like a stepping stone, you know. It will grow our sport. There's more money coming in sport, and ultimately it's a business. Again, corporate talk. But I think that the transformation stuff is awesome. But I mean, have an awesome story.
But that's, you know, like the people, great. You know, this is a great idealism here. The people that are going to be going up there are not the guy who would, you know, had to remove his leg, super savage, will be on the Olympia stage, shredded to the bone, and placing in an open class. It's going to be what I saw. You know, some woman.
He would never. That client would never do the transformation class because he's a badass. That was his words.
Yeah. Your client would never want to be in that. But if we're telling the stories we're going to hear at these shows are going to be, well, I decided to regain my humanity, and instead of being 400 pounds, now I'm 300. And it's like, I don't know, like nobody in that audience is going to be nobody in the audience is going to be like, oh yeah, I identify with that. They're all like, we're here, we take a lot of fucking tren, and we did 2 hours of cardio the last 3 weeks of our life. You know, it's not gonna resound with them. Now
here's another side to it.
Go ahead.
So the summer shredding is all about this, right?
Yeah.
David, yeah.
A big portion of it is that, yeah.
The people there, do you think would be more receptive to the idea of this? Yeah. Like,
I would assume so.
Like they would clap and get excited.
Well, half of the audience are people there supporting people that are doing this, this
Right.
thing.
Okay. So that's my point. Would you, do you think you would get the same reaction? Let's say if there was a transformation category at a local show in Texas, and then no one, just like they're like,
It'd be a lot of chuckling, and people would take pictures, and it'd be super embarrassing for the person that's on
I
stage.
really,
yeah, exactly. And then what does that do for the contestant? Like, how does that make them feel?
Full of energy. Yeah, no, it's like I don't know. I don't want to put people in a position to be embarrassed, and like that's literally half of what we do sometimes, right? We have a client that's not ready for a fucking show. We say don't go, but it's like, damn, we're gonna make a category where it's literally go embarrass yourself in
I
a
don't think they'd be
stage.
embarrassed though, man. Like that's not embarrassing to them. They have the courage to step on stage to do that. I don't think they're going to be embarrassed. I think that they did it in a show in Texas. I think they'll bring in a new group of people into the audience. Yeah, I mean, people are.
Can I
There's
paint a scene for you?
I
Can I
think.
paint,
Hold
can I
on.
paint a scene for Dave and just tell me what you think about this? We're at the Dallas Europa. They decided this year at the Dallas Europa that they're going to have a transformation category. Now, nobody really knows about this category, so there's only two contestants. You have Billy Bob, who was 430 pounds, and he got on keto diet, and he lost 110 pounds. Now, he still has a long way to go, and he's never really done any physical activity or anything, but he's going to go and show his thing here. He's not really sure what it is, but his trainer at the gym that he's pretty sure was Mr. Olympia in 2016, because he told him he was Mr. Olympia in 2016, said, you should do it and go tell everybody that I coached you. And so he shows up to this thing not knowing what the fuck it is, because he's not inundated in this bodybuilding world. This is a man who spent most of his time on his ass. He's not a bodybuilder. He doesn't go to the gym for this. He's probably on the treadmill at Planet Fitness, which is totally fine. But he's walking into the lion's den, and he's going to get on stage and look into the audience and see all these people that don't understand what the fuck he's there for, and he doesn't understand what the fuck they're for. So he's not getting the support that he's wanting. He can make a post on Instagram and tag it to the appropriate content: weight loss transformation, keto diet, weight loss. But this is like if he made, like, imagine you got a client that's 400 pounds, now he's 300. Are you going to tag it hashtag bodybuilding, hashtag contest prep, hashtag Dallas Europa? It's going to probably flop there, and people will be like, this is a little out of place. Same
Yeah,
same at that venue.
yeah.
I think in an ideal world, if everyone were like good human beings, I think having a Texas show and it being the opening act, opening class, and everyone like cheered, I think that would be great. But I don't know if that would happen.
Oh, never. I don't think it would ever happen.
Because some of these bodybuilding classes, they get no applause anyways. Like there's no one watching it either.
Yeah, there was that one guy that do you know who I'm talking about? Dave, you were there at Nationals this year. The super fat guy, Fred something or other.
Oh, he got blown up on the internet, but apparently, like people said, he like trolls bodybuilding. Like he claims to be like some super heavy or something like that.
Yeah, I think he's just a troll. But it's like, look at him and what happened there. It's like nobody was like, "Oh, that's really brave of him." Everybody's like, "Why are you here?"
But he's doing nationals, and supposedly he knows what's going on. Like he's no like amateur to it,
Sure.
and he just shows up to show up and claiming to be a super heavy bodyweight.
He's done it for 10 years, bro. 10 years. I actually asked him if he would get on the podcast.
So no, yeah.
He told me no. I was like, damn it. All right, never mind.
How would you even judge this? Would you do the transformation like before and after thing, or would you do a pose down, or?
I would hope it'd be based off the story, like more than anything else. Like you look good, like the transformation's pretty solid, and then on top of it, you have an awesome story to go with it. Instead of, I was a type 2 diabetic, so I started dieting down, even though type 2 diabetes is caused from bad eating habits.
Do you know Jared from Subway? Do you know what his story was and how he actually lost the weight?
No.
Fucking
So-
little kids, right?
It wasn't fucking little kids. I think that came later in life. But apparently the only reason he turned to Subway is because he was super fat, went off to college. And this was before DoorDash, before Uber Eats, before delivery food, before all that. Didn't have a lot of money. And the only thing accessible to him was Subway down like a couple flights of stairs from his dorm room. So all he could eat was Subway. He didn't have the resources to eat anything else. It's not like he intentionally dieted. So imagine some guy showing up and he's like, my story is this. I got put in a situation where I couldn't any longer be fat and I lost a bunch of weight. What do you think? And I think that just shows that they're always going to manipulate whatever the fuck it is. It's like, okay, you lost weight and you should have wanted to do that before anyway, but like you're telling me some story for it. I don't know, man. Jared's a pedophile. I'll say that. That's all I gotta say.
I think the summer shred is. I think it has to be separate, man. It's
Yeah,
just too.
I love that it exists. It's good. It
It's
keeps
too
them there. Keep them over there.
I see it. So I see where you guys are coming from. I 100%. I would. So what division I would love to see is a couples division. That'd be sick. I
You
would
know
love
what?
to see.
You know what would happen though? There'd be like a couple on stage, and then some dude in the audience that was his girlfriend, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on?" So many cheaters in this industry, bro. It would be like, "What the fuck?" You know?
You guys must be legally married before you step on.
Oh, that don't even matter, bro. That is a bond that is easily broken. We've seen that in the last 3 weeks, bro. Oh,
Wait, who?
Steve Kuklo had a huge drama. Huge, maybe more than 3. It was like Thanksgiving time or something.
Dude, yeah, that was pretty rough. Like, I mean, I feel for her. I don't feel for him. But it like here's the thing about relationships is you never know what's going on, and it's not my place, but like, man, that woman was a badass and really brought him to the top, like helped him rise and flourish.
Tell me about that. I don't know anything about it.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure Steve was like a Chippendales or something like that in Vegas or something like that. I used to see pictures with him like shirtless, and so I don't know what he was doing. I don't question. I don't look that deep, but
I can't judge him for that because the Chippendales that we coach pay to do it. At least he's getting, you know what I mean? At least he's getting paid.
I mean, and that might be a bad thing for me to say because I don't know. I just assume that like there was a lot of clubbing involved. I saw him in a lot of Vegas pictures, like when he was early in his bodybuilding career, and she was just like the bikini queen, the booty queen is what they called her, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And she was successful with her own business. They were on Shark Tank together later on. They're just doing well for themselves. And I think Booty Queen Apparel is the name of it. I'm pretty sure. And I think they ended up getting a deal with Shark Tank and stuff like that, like super successful together. But, it's like, I feel like she was like the brains behind, and I don't want to take anything away from him. I'm sure he's a very intelligent guy, super nice from what I've seen. But, the brains behind the operation and stuff like that. And they really rose and created like a power couple bond and grew together. And I don't know if it was like, maybe like she was more masculine energy than he wanted or something like that. So he started to find more feminine energy in someone else. And that's why like the whole relationship thing, it's really hard to like, I hate when people are like, oh, Steve is horrible. We don't know the situation. And so like anyone that comments on someone else's relationship needs to stop. Because we have no idea what happened. Shoot, she, for all we know, and I doubt it, but she could have cheated on him. She was like literally madly in love with him. But you never know.
Dude, or it could just be the fact that he wasn't happy. Like,
yep, it could be literally as simple as that.
You could have all the points you just stated, awesome. But he could just be like, dude, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
I'm just not happy.
And ultimately, I think that's probably more along the lines of what it was. He felt unhappy.
Well, we know he wasn't unhappy because he was putting his PB somewhere else,
Well, he put his a post online that made it seem like he was being controlled by her, and I feel like he probably felt like he was controlled because like maybe her energy was a little bit too masculine or something like that. And guys, if a woman gets too masculine within the relationship, it feels like you're getting your masculinity taken away from you. You feel like you're being controlled, and that's a natural thing. And like society's trying to blur the lines between masculine energy and feminine energy, kind of thing. Like a woman has to find that fine line where like they have masculine, but they eventually reel it back in. They focus on the feminine energy. Same with men. Like men, we have masculine energy, but some of us just cry on the Stairmaster. We just have our moments. So,
did David just roast you? I mean, I don't know about that, Steve. If my girl wanted to start paying all the
That
bills,
is so
I'd
nonchalant,
he was saving
dude.
that one, bro. He was saving that one. Hats off, David. True story. Ross did cry. A lot of feminine energy there. Cried on the
Dude, I cried
stairmaster.
like a fucking bitch at nationals in the prejudging. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, I remember that too. Yeah, and you called me too, and you were like, I was like, oh, so you lost? All right, sounds good. Wow, I'm not even a good friend, Ross. Honestly, this doesn't make me look.
Why? Why do you think you're not a good friend?
At least,
Dom is awesome, by the way. I'm glad that he started dating Ashlyn because I was friends with Ashlyn, right? And then Dom and her started dating. Dom's a cool ass dude. I met him at North America's and like we finally sat down and like talked and stuff like that. Super cool guy. And then I gave him and someone else my hair loss protocol and they never followed up. Kind of upset about it.
wait, like to lose hair, like to lose more hair?
No, to grow your hair back.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was confused
That's
there.
called a razor, man.
I'm just fucking with you,
Shit
bro.
about it.
I'm just fucking with you.
I've told him to get a standing desk for like 3 years. He's like,
Me?
oh, okay. No stand-
Dom? Yeah, he's not gonna do it. No, he's like me. He doesn't, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. If it's his idea, he'll do it. If it's
John, you
my
probably
idea,
should be eating chicken nuggets for breakfast. Fuck
I'll
you.
eat. Yeah, I said I trigger him all the time. I send him using his sauce in ways that just make no sense. It's like chicken nuggets and rice and
Goob's
diet
actually
sauce.
really good on fast food. It's like the best fast food sauce.
Which one, Poppy?
Yeah, and we have a chipotle aioli that's like super fucking good.
Oh, one of my clients sent me a barbecue sauce that he made, and he said you could buy him out right now before it gets big.
No interest in barbecue sauce. G Hughes is fine.
It's not, but it's not a barbecue sauce. He sent it to me, and it's sort of like a vinegar mustard type of thing. It's actually really, really, really
It
good.
could be a Carolina barbecue sauce. That's
It's like, yeah, like a sweet vinegary type of thing. I don't know. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And he may take over. I don't know. You have one opportunity to buy him out. I'll put you guys in
I
touch.
would love to see him open up his own production facility.
Literally, somebody needs to do that because I don't know. It's like everybody. I'm gonna make a supplement line. I'm gonna make a T-shirt line. Do something fucking else. Ross makes a sauce line and dominates because there's nobody he's competing against.
Yeah.
Do it against ourselves.
What'd she say?
No idea. No one listened to her.
Elena, come to the camera. Let us know what's going on here.
You said that no one's competing against us, and I said, yeah, we should do it ourselves.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it's good because you have you have free reign to do whatever you want. You paved that way.
Here's the facts: is that we hand make everything by ourselves.
Yeah.
Every other company is co-packed.
Wow. I didn't realize that. Wait, and it's super low calories, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah. Well, here, without going on a tangent, yes, but we make so all food has calories. People
Yes.
don't understand that. Like if
Hey
peppercorn,
Ross, is this 0 calorie?
like pepper on the food, that's a plant. That's a flower. It's got a seed. It's got calories. So the whole 0 calorie thing is with a grain of salt, no pun intended. Like
Wait, Ross, are you saying my spray butter is not 0 calorie?
it is not. No.
Damn.
Actually, wait, I can't believe it's not butter. It's all artificial, I think, and it's technically 0 calories.
No,
Only artificial is 0.
it's 5 sprays and they can round down to 0.
Yeah,
It's
there's
butter.
a bunch of so
Yeah.
there's rounding laws and there's
Really
percentage
butter.
laws.
Wait, let me see if I can find it in my fridge. Ross, go off.
Okay, so for everyone's listening, like my company, a registered food company can not lie, but they have a grace period, a grace amount of about 20% on their label. So that could be a 20% change of ingredients, which is really shitty, or it could be a rounding thing where 4 calories rounds down to 0, or 3 calories rounds down to 0, and then you can manipulate the serving size.
That's 1 gram of carb and you can round it down to 0.
Yep, and then slash the serving size to a half a teaspoon. Now it's 0.000, but a half a teaspoon turns into 2 tablespoons.
Because you read the back of the fucking spray butter and it's like 5 sprays per serving. There's 7,322. Like, what the fuck? It's literally a bottle of oil. Like,
Yeah,
that's it. So it's up to you to, it's still calories. It's still fat.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that. I can't believe it's not butter. That's all fake.
No, but it's still like it's vegetable oil. It's not butter, but it's like a vegetable oil.
Oh, I actually didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I've never used it my entire life.
bro, it's
Yeah,
delicious.
it all derives from food somewhere,
Yeah,
unless it's water or salt or a chemical.
yeah, and then
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, like that's why the only thing that's like super super low in calories that I really don't care if people track or not is like something like a cabbage, right? Where you're literally getting fiber from it, right? But if it's kimchi, you best believe that they
yeah,
add spicy stuff and then they add sugars usually into it to sweeten it so that it doesn't burn your mouth in half.
yeah.
So it's actually quite a bit of calories if you're eating a ton of it. So, and I don't care if pepper is speeding up your metabolic rate, it's not canceling out calories.
It also depends on the client too, because I mean, some people it's like if I know because you were talking about people with like disordered eating and stuff. It's like some of these people, if I tell them to measure their fucking green peppers, like they're gonna have an absolute meltdown. It's not gonna be good. And then other guys, I had a guy once. He was not losing any weight at all, and he was like on a fucking starvation ass. Like, bro, the scale needs to move. This makes no sense to me at all. What are you doing wrong? Make him send me his pictures to every, what are you doing today? I spring it on him in the morning. Hey, buddy, you're sending me pictures of everything you're eating today, okay? He's like, yeah, sure, okay. No problem. And he sends me meal 1, totally fine. He has some eggs and shit. Meal 2, it's supposed to be like chicken and a little bit of carbs and this, that. And then he has the option of eating leafy green vegetables, which is like, arugula, kale, romaine, a fucking leafy green vegetables, and it says, a handful, or 2 handfuls, or whatever it said. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. He sends me a picture of his little fucking portion of chicken, and then this giant, literally the size of this hat, plate filled with like Brussels sprouts and broccoli and cauliflower covered in fucking butter spray. And I was like, I figured out why you're not losing any weight. How many times have you eaten this a day? He said, oh, every meal. You fucking retard. I was like, bro, why are you doing this? You gotta stop doing this immediately. I was like, how are you even shitting? Like, that's so much. He's like, oh, I've been a little backed up.
When I coached with Palumbo, I was so stupid.
Oh, no.
So we did like a keto diet. Well, I didn't want to eat olive oil. I wanted to eat food. So every time it must have been olive oil or macadamia nut oil every meal, like 15, 20 grams. I'd swap that for peanut butter every single meal.
Bro.
Just count the fat.
The carbs are so high in peanut butter. People don't even realize that.
Like 8 grams of carbs in a serving.
It's like 50% of the fats are carbs.
Yeah. And if you got Peter Pan or something like that, like a fucking true degenerate, then there's honey in that. And it's it's like 12 grams of carbs per fucking serving.
Damn. So you weren't even in ketogenic state, were you?
Oh, no.
Never in his life.
I had to do DMP. Like,
what did you say? You took DMP?
Yeah, I had to. It was not good.
DNP. That was a topic we were going to talk about.
That was a topic. Like, we were going to come back on another podcast and do a talk on it.
I'm going to just end on it right now.
I mean, we could talk on it.
You have 20 minutes to tell me everything you hate and love about DNP, Ross.
Okay, this will be the last thing. I got to go. So I used to do it back when Tony Hughes used to sell it.
Yeah. I told you about it. I remember I called you and I was like, hey, there's this fucking cool ass thing that's totally safe and nothing's wrong.
Funny story. I'm not going to name the name. There was a gym I used to go to and they had free samples
of DNP
on the fucking counter where you
Did you get some?
I did, and they called me. They're like, you can't take that. You have to buy it. I'm like, it was out like candy. Like anyone could have gotten this. Like, what the fuck?
So Ross is telling a story about how he stole from his gym once when they were selling illegal DNP.
No, I'm telling you, it was out like
free,
like at Costco, where it's like little cups and stuff, or
it was like in a candy bowl, like on the desk. Like there was no signs. I'm like, like a Planet Fitness Tootsie Roll.
Did it say what it was dosed at?
No, it just said fertilizer.
What?
Like, they're selling this shit here? Like, what the fuck?
Ross, you swear? This is true.
I swear on my life. Elena's.
I'm the one who took it.
Yeah, she took it. She's the one that got called. I swear on my life, dude. I swear on my life.
What year was this?
Huh? So they were sitting on the counter like little drug baggies, and they said fertilizer.
No, loose candy bowl. He says
it was a loose can. Dude, it was like a fucking bowl like this, just out. There was no one at the desk. It was just a check, like the little beeper card, beep.
Wait, how much were they?
Oh, I don't know. No, they were. That's what I'm saying. They didn't have a price on it. Like it was free, like samples. Like if I had a bakery open and I had a thing of muffins, out in front of the cashier, and it was like, you take a fucking muffin.
And you're like, oh, you got to pay for that. That's actually a pretty good racket. How much is it? $20.
Yeah.
Also, we took like a few
Yeah.
$100 worth of shit.
Yeah, we turned it back. I was like, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. Anyways, so I remember calling John. This was in like 2017. And he's like, dude, you're not in shape. You have to try this out. Like, you're not moving. That was the cheeseburger diet.
Wait, you called John. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, good.
Brother Goob, that's me.
And I had been dieting for like 12 weeks and not a single thing changed.
Yeah, you were disgusting.
Disgusting. Like, what the fuck?
This was the burger boy Ross period, we call it. He had a lot of hamburgers.
Yeah, so I, with someone's advice, I was taking DNP. It was probably like for 6 weeks or something, and definitely worked. Like I remember just everything was yellow,
melted.
I was sweating, sweating profusely. I had a business to business sales job in Austin in the summer, and I was just like, dude, completely sweating my ass off.
What nobody talks about too is like every bodily excretion is yellow. Nobody talks about that. Like your pee looks like Mountain Dew. Your cum is yellow. It's disgusting. Like everything is, and you reek. You don't even know how bad you smell. But your poor significant other is like, ugh.
So definitely don't take this shit. I don't even know if it's still around.
It is.
Dude, I was telling John the other day, I was like, there are some top tier coaches that are promoting DNP. They don't say take DNP, but they're saying take DNP. Like DNP works kind of thing, right? Obviously it works. It strips the electrons from the atoms to make the mitochondrial unstable, and then it creates a thermogenic effect. So it forces you to create thermogenesis within the body to burn body fat. That's what it does. But it's literally, if you look at it, it is poison. It's fertilizer, but it's literally poison to the body. And at least I can speak intelligently on. I'm like, oh, it's fertilizer, right? Like I know what it does, and like it reduces down your cell's functionality, like to subpar terranean, and it's like 25 or 27. I think it was 27% reduction in one study that I read. Reduction in ATP production. That's what makes the cells work. That's what gives you energy. It's the opposite of performance enhancement. It does quite the opposite. It's almost
you feel worthless. You have no.
It's a lazy man's drug. If you can't get in shape and you can't diet hard and you can't do your cardio, your bodybuilding is not for you. And every single prep, you're going to be able to dig deeper and deeper and deeper because it sucks every single time. And you just kind of get used to it. Like you get better at understanding and embracing it. And I try to tell people that, but
I think like. I've used it too, just the same period Ross used it. It fucking works. It works really well, but you feel like death. Like you need a fan around you all 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You feel like you shouldn't be taking it.
Yeah, it feels bad. It feels really bad. It feels like you're poisoning yourself because you totally are. That being said,
Elena just mentioned, so she took it too with me. And, she loved it because she was always warm. So in the wintertime, these stupid bitches are fucking cold and 75-degree weather. She's like, oh my God, it's amazing. Like a super low dose.
Yeah. I was out in shorts in West Virginia winters. Shorts and a t-shirt. Did not notice anything was wrong. Totally fine. You're comfy outside. You're like a fucking husky. But your body's melting, so whatever.
So I'll end on this story, David. So you know how by nature, every time someone says don't do something, you're like, I think I kind of want to do that now.
Need to.
Yeah, I need to do it. So there was like gossip of like dudes taking a gram of DNP. And I was like, I got to fucking try it. I got to try it.
No. He fucking FaceTimes me. He's like, I just took a gram of DNP. He's got like 4 Wendy's hamburgers in front of him.
Let me tell you a story. Okay? So I'm like 2 days into a gram of DNP. And I said, I'm going to deplete like crazy, and I'm going to refill on a big-ass cheat meal. So I went to Whataburger. I remember exactly what I got. I got 2 burgers, a
was
chicken
Whataburger?
sandwich, and fries. Okay. And then I went across the street and I got fresh off the fryer, off the belt, Krispy Kreme donuts and ate 12 of them. Okay. And I was bragging. I was like, this gram of DMP ain't shit. I can do this all day. Went to bed and woke up and I was like, I could feel my insides like dripping, like this.
You're on fire. That's when you eat carbs, it makes it way worse. Like if you're doing keto and DNP, it's probably not that miserable. It's like it sucks still, but it's probably not terrible. But you have this like obsession with carbs to like refill, and you just feel depleted and like you need them. It's like you ever get done at the gym and you're like, I need to eat fruit. Like you're just like craving like fructose, like that like natural. You're like your probably blood sugar is dropping and you just need it. It's like that 24/7, but for carbohydrates and sloppy garbage. Like, I need a pizza. I need to go to Whataburger. It's disgusting. If you can mentally make it through, like, maybe it's a good tool, but it is such a mental hurdle. The answer is always diet longer. You know,
Yes.
the answer is always diet longer. I think, you know, somebody may get upset about this or whatever, but it has its place. It's definitely a tool in the toolbox. It can help in small doses that are controlled. If you have an athlete that's head is absolutely fucking screwed on and not going to Ross Flanagan and go to Whataburger and eat 12 Krispy Kreme
I was
donuts.
immediately an idiot back then.
Yeah, but you have more discipline than most people I know, and you couldn't keep your shit together on DNP at all.
But I wasn't prepping. I was just doing it for fun.
That makes this whole story way
I was
worse.
saying fertilizer for fun, no mommy.
Yeah, I don't remember why. I think I tried it because we just tried it at the same time to be like, this may kill us, but it's like real popular right now. Let's see what it's all about.
It may kill us, but I will be fucking peeled.
Yeah.
It's actually really funny because John, you said something like when we were talking about it, that the third time it was popularized. People don't realize that DMP has been around since like the 90s.
No, the 20s, bro. It was
20s?
it was originally sold as a weight loss product.
What?
No.
It was tested as a weight loss product.
Bodybuilding was the 90s.
Dude, this has been around since the World War One. It was given to the German soldiers
To try to kill them.
No. So it wasn't. They were building bombs and grenades. It was a aspect of the dynamite or the gunpowder. You can Google it.
I'm
What
listening.
was happening? They were building all these bombs, and it was absorbing into their fingers. That's how it was discovered.
Oh my.
And they were getting fucking peeled, boy.
They were ingesting so much DMP, they survived the winter.
That's really interesting. So it created thermogenic properties enough so they didn't get hyperthermia and stuff like that. But was that what they were going to Russia or something like that?
I don't remember that far.
That's really interesting. I love history, but I thought like I was talking about like bodybuilding wise. I don't think it was used in bodybuilding until the 90s.
Let me add one thing, David. So your shit can light it on fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the correlation between
Whoa.
lighting on fire and
Google, I was right. DNP was one of the first anti-obesity therapies used in the 1930s. Its effect was first noticed among factory workers who were exposed to this and lost weight. That's what he's talking about, where they're building bombs and it has the compound in it. It was shown to cause weight loss by uncoupling oxidative phosphorylation, leading to a heightened metabolic rate and increased fat metabolism.
Yep.
So they literally did trials. And I think they realized pretty quickly this shit is dangerous as fuck and not for human consumption, but they tried, they're like the 30s, whatever, we'll try.
Well, they did electroshock therapy back then too.
Yeah, we'll try it. It's fine. Cut the front lobe out of it.
Just right here.
Yeah, lobotomy or whatever, where they like hit the eye. Oh, you're a vegetable. Oh, they're calm now. No, they're a vegetable.
My son's gay.
Yo, I gotta read this. Some deaths occurred, including one man who overdosed and literally cooked to death with a temperature of 43.3 Celsius.
What's that?
It took them to 1938 to designate it extremely dangerous and not fit to human consumption.
It's a long time.
Yeah. I mean, they said the 30s, so like maybe it's maybe 2-3 years there where they're fucking rocking
That's
case studies.
COVID too.
I mean, probably, honestly, probably. I couldn't imagine DNP and COVID at the same time. You feel like a corpse.
Oh my god. No, yeah, you'd probably die actually.
Dave, you never took it, right?
No, I've never taken DMP. Like I said, like I can speak in relatively intelligently to it, but just because of like the science behind it. And I think relative experience is extremely important in sport. Like relative experience is the most important thing. I like book work is great, but yeah, it's just one of the things that never really enticed me
You
to
shouldn't do
take.
it, bro. You're smarter than
Not
us.
no,
We were like absolute dumbass savages. You should not. You should feel good for not taking it. You should be like, I have an award. I made it through bodybuilding in 2014, 2015, and somehow never ordered DNP online.
oh my
It didn't add any value to my life except for that one Whataburger Krispy Kreme story.
Yeah, I remember crying in my bed because I was so hot and I couldn't do anything about it. Like it was winter, my fucking window was open. I just ate some dumb bullshit. I'm like laying in a box fan in front of me and nothing's easing the pain. And I was
Ross,
like,
I'm really surprised you didn't go to the hospital, to be honest, because I know
I was afraid.
a girl. Yeah, I know a girl that took like 100 milligrams. 100 milligrams put her in the hospital. She texted me and she's like I'm not feeling good. I like you took it. Like I told you not to take it. Yeah, I took it. Blah blah. And then took another one the next day, and then ended up going to the hospital. And I think it was only 100 milligrams for her. And that's for you guys listening. I'm pretty sure 100 milligrams is usually like recommended. It's like 50 to 100 on like
Well,
the very very low end.
The issue with the drug is that there's a compounding effect.
yeah, the half-life
Half-life is like so long that 100 milligrams doesn't do anything, and it's like a 4-day half-life or some. Look, you can look at the half-life. 4-day half-life. Well, you don't feel on the first day, you don't feel on the second day, you don't feel on the third day, but you keep building it up, and that's what that overdose feeling occurs. I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, not really my thing.
it's total garbage. Honestly, it's it's not. I mean, you don't need to ever use it. All of us have put a bunch of people on stage this year, last year, year before, and none of us ever.
Oh yeah, if you need it, you need to reassess some shit.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like a shotgun prep and it's like absolutely necessary, like sure, but it's like I don't know. Having done it, the misery's not worth it. I know that it's effective. I know that it works, but I don't think there's like never a trade-off. If there's like a ton of money on the line or something, and it's like it's that serious, like yeah, sure, but I could never really want to put somebody else through that, knowing that I've done it and how miserable it is, unless it's dire straits. I actually had a client who approached me about it and wanted to take it, and they've never taken it before, and I was sort of like, hey, we got a ton of time left. There's no need to do this now. Keep it. It's a toolbox type of thing, but I would rather switch the show date or anything else other than this.
Yeah, the shows aren't going anywhere. There's tons and tons of shows.
Yeah,
So,
a billion of them.
I mean, even pro shows, there's tons of pro shows too, for God's sakes, like the last thing I want is to have a professional athlete that I can have in the sport for 15 to 20 years, dominating the sport and be pretty damn healthy, to throw them on stage one time just to win $2,000.
And then he can never feel his toes again. That's a side effect, peripheral neuropathy or whatever it is. But it's like the numbing of the sensation of the nerves of your extremities. So it's usually like the toes and the fingers, and that happens while you're taking it. Do you remember that, Ross?
I can't remember.
You would have like tingly toes, and like your bottoms of your feet would like kind of be numb sometimes, and then you'd stop taking it.
Slimy.
Like a slug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From sweating so much, and
It was like a toxic sweat.
I remember sitting in class and being
It
like,
wasn't like a fasted cardio sweat.
it's just like fucking foul.
I'm really
It's like
curious.
like you sleep over at someone's house and like don't shower and you get all sticky.
And
Like
they didn't
that.
have they didn't have central air, they had an in unit. It's
Yeah.
with this dry, terrible air. Yeah.
Were you guys able to work out though?
Technically, but
It was garbage workouts.
garbage. No pump, horrible energy. I remember doing hammer strength and doing one plate on each side and like gassing out at 10 reps.
Wait, at my gym they had like those big like construction fans that they have wheels on them and you can like plug them into wherever.
Yeah,
They had one at our gym, like one, and it was for the whole fucking gym. And I would literally plug it into different spots and move it
There you
around.
were.
It pointed at me, and some kid like moved it once, and I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? I need this." I like freaked out on him. I feel bad, but I was like, "Bro, I can't work out without it." He's like, "All right." like, all right. You know, everybody else was hot, I guess. It wasn't even hot in the gym. I was just fucking on DMP because I was a dumbass. Jesus. All
I
right.
kind of
Well,
already covered that. So
Jesus, we'll never try it. If you do, don't tell anybody. So we're gonna wrap up. David, is there any athletes you got going on stage you want to pay special attention to or talk about, or anything cool you have going on?
so we have Keon coming back to stage. This is the first time that he's actually been with me for an entire prep. So we have him in off season right now. I'm really excited about Keon.
What do you say, Russ?
Pearson?
Yeah, Keon Pearson.
Oh, nice.
Prodigy. He's
So
badass.
yeah, Keon's just growing like a weed, man.
Now, did he win the New York Pro with you?
No, he was with Dorian when he won the New York Pro, and yeah. So and then he went over to John and I was doing some of his like monitoring of his blood work and stuff like that, and doing some of the functional side of stuff, and keeping up with his labs. And then John passed away like within a week or 2 weeks after that, and then I took over from there. But I was close with Keon before that. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like,
honestly, I mean, he picked you.
yeah, he's like a brother to me.
Yeah, he picked you.
Literally family. So then I have Al Green, who is one of my classic competitors. He is 230 pounds, and I'm pretty sure his weight cap is 200, and he is stacked. This dude turned, and I remember when this guy turned pro. It was 2019 Junior USA's, I want to say, or 20.
What class was he in?
20. He was class B, won the overall show, pro naturally.
Are you talking about
Just a
classic physique?
classic physique. Yep.
I was going to make weight.
We're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna get him down, dude. I was coached by John Meadows. I can eat 70 grams of coal for 4 weeks and I'll be good to go. He's gonna. That's him. Just like he's phenomenal structure, like beautiful structure.
Amazing.
So and he's a great guy.
How much does he weigh right here? What does he weigh in this? Do you know?
I think he was like around 190 there because his weight cap would have jumped 10 pounds. So, and I think he's an identical height to me. So he's going to do phenomenally well. I'm just like slowly stripping him down because we got so much room to like pull him down. That's an issue is like, you just need more time to prep with some of these guys. Like we're talking, you don't need DMP, take the time, start cutting down early. Some people need 6 month preps, but it's really just chiseling down and then you ramp up into the show.
He reminds me of Chauncey. Just this back shot.
Yes, I could see that for sure.
He's like Chauncey. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, so those are my two, like off the top of my head. I also have a bikini athlete. My second pro bikini athlete I put on stage. The only one I ever put on stage was before I ever put a national competitor on stage, and that was she took 3rd place in her first pro show. And then I have another pro that I turned her pro last year, and now we're doing a pro show for Clash, which is going to be big time because Ashley Caldwell, they're all going to be there. Okay. So it's a good lineup. As far as national competitors, man. So I'm competing.
You can't say yourself. That's cheating, bro. You can't say yourself.
Well, no, I'm not excited about myself. I'm excited because I'm going on stage with my clients.
Yeah.
Joe Wash is competing. And Joe has a phenomenal structure, but he's 266 right now. And we got to get him down to 226 or something like that. Yeah. So we've got a little ways to go.
Jesus.
But yeah. And then I have Tanner. He took 2nd place naturally at Junior Nationals and lost to a natural guy that won the overall. Lord Jones, or I think it was Lord Jones or something.
Lord Jones. Yeah.
Lord Jones. Dude, phenomenal. I saw him on stage. I was like, oh my gosh, I think this guy's amazing. And then my client took 2nd next to him.
Remember, I was just talking about the natural show that had a transformation contest, and it was weird. Yeah. It was the one Lord Jones. It was a pro show that he won, a natural pro show that he won. Which was weird seeing Lord Jones and then like, oh, strange.
I mean, he's just a genetic anomaly. He's phenomenal. I have a few wellness lineup too. Like my wife's competing this year. She's wellness. She actually competed in, I think, to 3rd right next to Renee Jewett. The first year wellness is out. I have Laura Fuller and the wellness athlete I took pro last year, Danny Crook. She'll be competing at some point this year. And then and then Erica. So I have like a really good wellness lineup too.
Oh.
So I mean, there are a lot of really good competitors I've come into the stage. I don't have people think I have like a ton of competitors. I really limit it down, but
Nobody does, because it's like you can't have
no,
that many and be that detailed about what they're doing. Usually it's like, 20, 30 tops competitors, and then the rest of your roster are people that will jump into that maybe one day, or they just want to get in shape. That's normal.
absolutely.
Now,
But yeah, my
Dave,
two classic guys. I'm just growing this year. The other two classic guys, Sporty and Paul.
fuck yeah. I got a question for you. This is our last question, and I think this is going to be a recurring question when we have a coach on here, because it usually is pretty fucking hilarious. Although you're too nice, maybe you'll be too nice about it. Act like they're not going to listen to this.
All right.
What is the fastest you've ever fired a client, and why?
I think it was 2 hours.
That's pretty fast. What happened?
It was someone that I was going to be helping fix their lab work.
Yeah.
I sent over a plan that takes me probably longer than me deciding that I don't want to work with her. And I'm already taking all this. It's just not the literal supplements that you have me on, but like I'm taking all the active ingredients, blah, blah. And then she's like, I'm taking 100 and something plus supplements. And then the X, Y, and Z, I'm like, but you're not getting better. I'm like, why don't we focus on this and let's fix some of our stress markers and lifestyle habits that might be stressing you out. That's causing some of the lab work issues. Get on a phone call with her, talk to her, explaining every single thing for about like, probably say 45 minutes. We got the phone call and then she still flips out over text message. And I go, I can't work. I was just like, I would actually lose I almost lost my mind from a 2 hour span of time. I've never seen anything like it. And I've dealt with people that are very high strung, high stress athletes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but
not always a bad thing. Not always a bad thing.
The best part about this is the coach that she was with that messed her up, she was adamant about not leaving that coach, but she wanted me to fix her health, but paying the other coach. And she was also complaining about money because she spent over $50,000 at doctors trying to fix an issue that actually never existed. I saw her original lab work and the doctors actually messed her up. It like did the opposite because I think she kept pressing to get more, something's wrong. Nothing was wrong. Her lab work was some of the best lab work I've ever seen that. Some of the best I've ever seen.
That's just some people though. They're like they're constantly chasing something that doesn't exist. We've all had somebody like that. David is smart enough to let them go. Sometimes we play the game and chase the fucking ends and chase our tails around and waste a bunch of time. You've had that, Ross, right? The guy who's, there's always something that's going on with it.
I mean, like I have nearly 100% success rate in short periods of time with all medical and functional cases. And I'll probably eat my words there eventually. There's one person that's in the middle of the process right now that hasn't been completely resolved, but we've resolved quite a bit of issues. And it's complex systems, man. It's not easy. So,
yeah. Well,
but I mean,
you have somebody that's like they're the bad cog in the machine. It's like it's you're the fucking problem, lady. Like,
yep.
Please just do what the fuck you paid me for.
But then you have to be nice, but you have to be firm at the same time with them.
Dave, you never have to be nice. You just have to be correct and accurate. You don't have to be nice about it.
Nah, man. Like if you have a high stress client and you're like an asshole to them or something like that, dude, that's gonna be a short-lived client also on top of it. But.
Yeah, I hate stressing out about stuff like that. I just love people that like want to listen and like respect your opinion, and because at the end of the day, it's like, damn, lady, you opened up your wallet and gave your money to Dave. There's a reason for it. Do you want to listen or not? Fuck.
Well, I've had that conversation with people before, 100%.
Yeah, you paid.
Like you're like, listen to me and follow through and execute, or else it's not going to work, and I don't want your money anymore.
Yeah, I've asked that a couple times. Are you coaching yourself now? Because they're saying, oh, I want to do this. Like, I didn't tell you to do that. Who's coaching you? Do I need to send you your money back?
What are your thoughts on Sarms? Should I take Sarms?
All of them.
What I saw online, it's like better than steroids and it's way safer.
Okay. If my clients are watching this, if you guys want to trigger the fuck out of me, well, I saw this on YouTube. I blocked somebody for that once. It was just for like 2 hours, but I was like, I'm just gonna block his number because I don't want to. He's like, something on YouTube. It was like absolutely asinine. It made no sense to me at all. And I was like, why do you want to do? I can't even remember what the fuck it was, but I remember being like, what is this? Why do you want to do it? Where is this coming from? Because it's always came from somewhere. Nobody just sitting there thinking around. They're like, do I need to buy this strange attachment? Like, you saw this somewhere. Where is this coming from? Like, oh, I saw it on YouTube. Like, oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I mean, I try to explain to people on the SARM thing, just follow the money, right? They're making a fortune off SARMs.
Pills
And
pay the
they
bills,
know that
baby.
it's oppressive. You have to be an idiot to know it's not suppressive. It modulates the androgen receptor, and it's extremely tissue selective, and it spills over, and then you get the same exact side effects that you would from steroids. And then it's actually more suppressive than steroids. And I've seen it time and time again on blood work where these guys are like in the teens and the 20s and the 30s for testosterone. I'm like, your testicles don't work. What do you mean? I only took SARMs.
Oh yeah, there was a kid who I made a post about him and I removed it, but he's like, I had two guys that messaged me, and there were two different sentiments, and one was like, I think I need to take TRT. Sends me his blood work. He's like 400 nanograms deciliter. Like, he's good. He's like normal-ish. You know what I mean? He's not not the best, but he's normal. He doesn't need no doctor is going to say yes to TRT for him in the 450s or wherever he was. And then another kid who was talking about TRT and how he wants to wait and whatever, and he's like throwing 60, which is like a female, right? 60. That's like the cutoff for a female, 60. And I'm like, damn, like you made a ton of progress with 60. This makes no sense to me at all. And I think it was Phil Viz that actually messaged me about that post. And he's like, guarantee you, this kid fucking took SARMs and he's not telling you about it. And I was like, and I just messaged the guy and I was like, you run SARMs? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, god damn it. You tell me that's why you're buried as fuck and it never came back? Fuck. Anyway, closing remarks. Ross, tell us one thing that you learned today.
One thing I learned today?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What did I learn today?
Elena can climb a ladder. His cat got stuck on a porch. That was pretty.
Oh yeah, Elena is a badass. I already knew that though.
Yeah.
I learned that my cat can now climb a tree and jump onto someone's deck.
Phenomenal. David, any
Wait, you go first, John. I'll go last.
I didn't learn shit today. I learned that DNP was in the fucking. I thought it was in the 20s. I didn't know that it was from making bombs. I thought they were.
I told you this.
Bro.
I remember we got into an argument over the mitochondria, and you were so adamant you were right. I was like, dude, you are so fucking wrong. It something mitochondria, and you were like, no, and then you Googled it, and you were like,
I don't think this ever happened, but.
oh, you're right. Yeah, I remember.
All right, Ross. Anyway, David, anything, any tidbit you can share, literally anything. Doesn't matter.
Ross drinks his pee sometimes.
Ross does drink his pee. We all learned that
I
today.
drink my piss and cry on the Stairmaster.
Ross, crybaby, piss drinker, sauce guy, whatever.
Oh, dude, make the title this. Ross is a crybaby piss drinker.
I will. I actually am gonna do that.
Is that the secret sauce that you have in there?
That one's extra. All right, Dave. Well, thanks for bullshitting with us and shooting the shit today. Tons of fun shit we talked about. Super cool insight. You're way too nice. You're way nicer than we are. But like a magnitude.
I think it's actually a good balance.
Literally, yeah. Because it's like I don't even want to be that mean when you're here. Because like usually we're horrible. Like we're terrible people, and then you're here. It's like,
but it's fun. It also offers a lot of different perspectives too. Because like, dude, you're a savage. I mean, I've seen some stuff. You're pretty savage, but the way you articulate yourself isn't that bad. Like, it's actually entertaining for a lot of people. And then Ross is kind of like almost in the middle of us, where at least he's nice to his clients, but then
Ross plays devil's advocate to fucking irritate me. Half the time he has an opinion, he's literally just trying to irritate me, and he delivers it with this fucking straight face that makes me so mad. I know what he's thinking, and he says the opposite just to see what the fuck I do. Look at him, he's covering his fucking smile.
Yeah. Give me an example.
Bro, half the shit you said today, you were like, I love transformation contests. You're watching my fucking eyes to see what I say the whole time you're doing it. I know your fucking games, Ross. Look at him, fucking busted.
No, dude. No.
God.
No.
Busted. Anyway.
I will always say everyone has multiple versions of their personality.
It's true.
My coach Ross loves transformation shit.
Deep down, Ross doesn't. Anyway, All right, guys. I'm gonna end this here, and we'll catch up to you guys later.
Yes, sir.